DJC Game Studios. Well, welcome to the 1000th video special. I have the artist formerly known as Panda Sub 2000. It's a sad
but still
thing,
Panda Sub 2000. Still
but
that.
just not on YouTube at all.
Right, now on Rumble. But still,
It took a lot of money to get you over here for this show.
So much money. You have no idea.
It was
that neither one of us have.
No, not at all, actually. I spend mine all on television stuff, apparently.
Yes.
So I just want to say so sorry for this long delay. And the thing that delayed it the most is because first of all, my computer sucks really bad. It is bogged down.
Yes.
It literally finished processing my video number 1000 just now, which will be uploaded right after this show. So about an hour or so after YouTube takes forever. It should be up and running, and it shows a bunch of stuff. You'll love it, hopefully. Or if you hate it, just tell me you hate me a lot in the comments, and I'll just delete it, and no one will ever see it. I just want to say hello to everyone. We may have some other people popping in and out. I just wanted to do something. We did move that the Amico show to next week because there's not really much going on. Plus, I wanted to put together some stuff myself on kind of what we talked about last week, and I know Rich is working on some other stuff, and we all are. So nothing going on now, so we're going to move it to next week. We're moving that to this because the sound. What am I doing to dance? This sound, sign up here. My God, I can't talk. Thanks for coming, everyone. Take care. Good night. I want to say hello to everyone in chat because Luke's Awakening first says 1,000 videos.
He's always a gem. He's just a wonderful human being.
A wonderful human being.
He's like the kind of guy that when the girlfriend goes, "Does this dress make me look fat?" He goes, "Yes."
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Thank you for the 1,000. It's just incredible. Keep up the good work. Thank you, PJ Smith. PJ, what a great supporter. PJ. I wouldn't have the television system I used to stream on if it wasn't for him, which we are going to get to some games. I did put up a poll for Genesis, Nintendo, and a couple of Intellivision games. So depending on what you guys vote for, I'll be playing that live tonight. Luke's Awakening says it's been a fun ride with these videos. We just need more flamingos.
Thank you, Luke.
Yeah, there, and just if you Rumble followers are out there, there will be an invasion. You remember how when DX went from WWF and they did the invasion to WCW? It's going to be like that. The Flamingoverse is literally going to merge over to Rumble.
Whoa.
And invade Rumble. And there'll be flamingos and Art Big Falls and Richard Crocker wizards all over the place.
Wow.
So
I thought that was going to happen on this special, which is
and that's the only reason. Well, yeah, I can't get my money back, so I guess
legitimately is the only.
Running late for the 1,000th time. I can't say 1,000th. 1,000 times I'm running late. Yes, I am. You're absolutely right, and that was despicable and uncalled.
Well, when it's expected, is it really late? Really, you're just.
I was super late on this.
Yeah, but I mean, I can vouch that you were doing all that work, panicking in the back. I can vouch.
He was up in and I was stuttering. Yes. I was robotic. It wouldn't have been a good opener because you wouldn't have understood what I was saying.
Yes.
Once we got all the tech stuff out of the way, and then of course. When I could have went live probably even 5 minutes earlier, I said, no, sir. I want to cut together the spinning special logo and produce that before we go live. So, yeah, that was on me. 1 Inch Bicep says I went Splatterhouse 2. Well, good choice, sir, because it's an amazing, amazing game. One of my favorites. I haven't played it in years, and I'm probably going to be terrible. But it beautiful. Once again, I love 16-bit graphics. I think they're just like an art form. I think all games really are when it comes to the old stuff and to pixels, when you're making stuff with pixels. And Splatterhouse 2, oh my God, that just shows how awesome the Genesis was. Flyleaf in the house. Flyleaf, good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Let me go down here. Yes, we are getting that I'm kind of just catching up to chat. This is when I was still not live. Yeah, we will see that next week for sure. I'm actually going to do some stuff with that too here in the studio. Shinman28 says, congratulations, get 1,000. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And Sneed, dude, I was just saying, as I'm like panicking and editing, I was like, oh my God, Sneed's in the chat. I haven't seen him forever. What a great guy. Always a super cool dude. Thanks for the congrats, Sneed. I really appreciate that. Let's see. I think we're kind of scrolling through here. The Intellivision Gamer, this guy. So Intellivision Gamer, if anyone doesn't know, we're doing Astro Smash Mondays now every other Monday, so every other week. So on the off weeks, you got to tune in to the Intellivision Gamer. He is starting a new show. I believe it's called the Intellivision Show. So make sure you sub to him, especially if you're an Intellivision fan, if you're not already. Michael Hayes in the house, Silly Club member. By the way, a lot of Silly Club members in there. Love this. Thank you, Michael Hayes, great dude, inventor of Fubar, the Intellivision homebrew, as well as many others. Thank you for stopping in. Kurt Bradshaw. By the time I get through all the chat and the hellos, it'll be the 11 o'clock and I'll be done. But good to see you. Thanks for the shirt in the avatar, by the way. I'm not multicasting on Twitch. I was going to do Rumble and Twitch, but it made no sense because I'm literally celebrating a YouTube milestone. So it's kind of like...
Yeah, your 1,000 videos over there is like 7.
Yeah, right. Ahead of yourself. I get the same views over there as for 50 videos as I would for 1,000 over here, but it's funny. But yeah, TV's Hasselhoff, dude. How are you, sir? How are you? It's so great to see you, man. It is so great to see you. Thank you for the support. 68 Camaro. You cannot have a chat without 1968 Camaro SS. Thank you for the congrats. I appreciate it. Intellivision Gamer. Troy Peterson in the house. Love the robot avatar. Thank you very much for stopping in and saying hello. Mike Garcia. Well, he doesn't come to your chat, no matter what you're talking about, doesn't say that subject with community love after it. It's not a chat. It's definitely not a chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Michael Hayes says fat in all the right places. It is true. It is true. Okay, now I'm catching up to what we were talking about earlier. Does this dress make me look fat? No, your ass does. Big Block, congrats on the 1,000.
Does that dress make you look fat? No, but I slept with your sister. That's also something Luke might have also said. just horrible, man. Just a horrible man.
Thanks for 1,000 videos. Thank you so much for the support. What's up, everyone? I'm the devastating Just Cobb. As for my 1,000th, I can't say 1,000th. My 1,000th video, I'll be doing a 1,000-hour stream. That's the plan. Flammable, like flamingo, like flammable. I don't know.
I see Matthew's in the chat, so I just wanted to show him my shirt. That'd be very important.
Luke says we wanted Richard Crocker, but instead we got stuck with Panda Sub 2. Richard Crocker wanted way too much. Panda Sub, pretty easy. I'm going to say I gave him a lot. I'm not going to divulge the amount of money, but I found it in my couch cushions.
Yeah, it's not much, dude.
Amico Fred, good to see you. I'm talking about Tari Links. Rumble community love. Absolutely Rumble community. I gotta speed up here. Retro dude, Carl Young. So good to see you. Hey, and look at this. We got Go Game Go.
Go Game Go.
By the way.
What's going on?
Awesome. What's happening, Jeff? Good to see you, man.
Chuck, I just saw your message. I was like,
it was super last minute. Like
Chuck, last minute? What are you talking about?
Yeah, me, right? And I was late, by the way, so it was better.
Yeah, we just got done with our show.
TJ says, "Congrats on being 1,000 years old. You look young for you." Well, I'm showing a lot of the gray. So, after 1,000, Nick, what's happening, dude? Good to see you. Sorry if I'm catching up. All these people have already signed out. I'm like going, hello. They're not even here anymore. No, good to see you, Nick. Thanks for the plug. Mr. Matthews, greetings, congrats on 1,000. Mr. Matthews, what a great dude, great channel. I can't say enough good stuff about everyone here, man. I voted my game's not going to win. Couldn't miss the show, came out of hiding just to watch. Well,
did you put up a poll?
Yeah, I have a poll for what live game is going to be played.
What were the options?
We'll go over that in about.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think no, I'm actually here. Oh, he saw N64. Boo, this man. So I do. Let me check the poll.
No, it's cool because I actually hope you just keep saying hi to people for the next 20 minutes.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm so sorry that I'm slipping into the no. So the live gameplay tonight, we have the Pandora incident, which is that cool, bloody alien game for the Intellivision, which I haven't even scratched the surface on that. I played it like twice and I got like 2 different outcomes. It depends. It's really cool, very in depth. Then I figured Jaws for the NES. Everybody loves that one. X Rally, which is the new Rally X for the Intellivision.
You were playing that,
and then Splatterhouse 2 for the Genesis, which is
going to win.
That's what I just voted for.
I don't want to take away from the Pandora incident. If you notice, it's got a lot of votes because it is an absolute in-depth masterpiece and it's bloody.
Is that the one with the like Sigourney Weaver in it?
Yeah. Okay. So keep it up. Keep up the voting, and I'll check back in about 10 minutes. Just want to chit chat now that we got through all the chat and we got all the little special logos spinning. I think now I can finally relax.
If you let out a fart, that was like burst the speakers. That would have been perfect. Now I can just relax and just crap your pants.
Jeff, what have you been up to, man? What were you guys talking about today? I didn't even get a chance to look.
It was just an open chat. We were just going on about whatever popped up in the chat. We talked a little bit about the Atari Game Station Pro, but
I heard it wasn't. Is it? What people saying it's not what it was meant to be? Like it was kind of garbage. I kept seeing like highlights.
Pretty cool.
But I haven't seen it or played it.
It has an SD card slot, which is good.
Oh, always is.
John over at Gen X Grown Up tested it out. He put on some ROMs and they work. So that's a big deal. That's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
So one thing people were complaining about was they say 200 games, and there's a whole bunch of them that are like Pico Interactive games that like are old NES or Genesis games that aren't necessarily Atari at all.
Oh.
But I mean, they have Atari 2600,
kind of weird.
200, and 7800, and Atari arcade stuff. So that's pretty cool.
After Burnett says, has anyone played Night Trap? It's funny you say that. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Panda Sub 2000, you have a huge 3DO collection.
I've never, I do happen, I have 3 complete 3DO library collections.
Yes.
And, the word complete, what does that kind of tell you? I may happen to have that specific gem.
That is insane. That is insane.
Maybe I'll show it a little later.
Maybe. TJ says Atari rules. Luke's awake. He says, I think I've heard of Night Trap before.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a special secret kind of game. Not many people have heard about it.
3DO Wednesdays, said Sneech. And Big Black says, yes, PJ, let's watch a short clip from every one of DJC's videos. Oh, is that what they were saying? I didn't see. And 1968 Camaro says, Night Trap, never heard of it. Tell me more.
You know what? I'll be right back. I'm not getting in a game or anything. I'll just be right back.
Okay.
I have it on the Switch.
Did you see they're doing Plumbers Don't Wear Ties or it's coming out? Or no, it was you that were telling me that, right?
We were talking about it.
Yeah, at the end of Astro Smash.
Wait a minute. When is that? It's like tomorrow, isn't it?
Chuck, do you mind if I interrupt for 1 second? I don't know.
Yeah, go right ahead, my friend.
It's a weird segue. No one has mentioned it yet. So I know this is just kind of coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But I happen to have a game called Night Trap for the 3DS.
No.
I do.
Okay.
And it's even starring, look at
That's Dana Plato.
Before she was dead. Right there.
Well, you wouldn't want her to be dead on there unless it's a zombie style game.
Oh, and it doesn't look. It's right before the rating system. You see that?
That was the whole ESRB court case was about that game.
Yep, and I happen to have it. So maybe on your 2000 show.
Yeah,
Chuck, wait till you see the game I've got. You're not even going to comprehend it. Woo!
Morning Glory Trap. Says after. Oh, Big Block says 3DO Night Trap. That is sick.
Dude,
that
right
is
here.
Michael Hayes says, but what about Ring King? Well, if we're playing Ring King.
What are they doing?
They're hyping each other up for the next fight.
That was unfortunate.
You always want to have a mini version of yourself, the same hair, same hairstyle, same color, same overalls, but small. And they do is they sit you down in a chair and press in on your stomach.
I was doing that in the locker room all the time. They're like, Panda, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm cheering you on.
And that's how you ended up in prison for those years.
Yep.
Luke says, how did you get that grail?
Oh, that's for another time, my friend. Maybe on a 3DO Thursday I'll show it. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, a Big Block appreciates it. He says, thanks for sharing. It's always nice to see a slice of your 3DO collection.
I know. And you'll see another one, a new one next time, I promise.
So I got to ask, since I got you guys out here, I want to ask, and I guess this doesn't have to be
like what's our favorite DJC memory?
No, not at all. We won't be talking about any of that. That's people will get bored. Brian S. says that lowers testosterone and ruins performance. Back from the dead. What is happening? Good to see you, man. In prison, we did something very similar to that. Oh my God, so dirty. Love it. So of all your games or possessions, like I said, it doesn't have to be like the biggest money value or anything besides Night Trap. Oh. What is your absolute gem, your favorite thing in your gaming library that you have that you're just like, you're so glad to have, either from your childhood or just because you have it now or was something you always wanted to have?
I'm ready, but Jeff, you go first.
Well, they're not quite video games, but handheld electronics from the 70s.
That's still cool.
I have, there was a company called Bambino Electronics that put out a bunch of stuff. And I've got, I think, 5 of those from when I was a kid. I still have them in box. I've got them in the Go Game Aquarium, actually.
Nice.
But as far as video games, you can't really tell it, but right over here is Saturn Bomberman, complete in box.
Oh, that's
one of my favorite games ever, and to have it in box is pretty awesome. So,
dude, have you ever come across people who absolutely hate Bomberman? Because I'm coming across more and more of them, and I find that I think they're miserable human beings. What's your take?
No, I've never heard of that. How do you know?
Yeah, I'm coming across so many of them.
Really?
And I don't know how you can't like Bomberman. I don't know how you don't like Bomberman.
I just had a Bomberman week on the channel. We get a Bomberman game every day last week.
Was I looking
Such a good game.
We were just talking about I was going to grab something. I have a total brain fart.
Okay, so we were talking about, like something from your collection that's like very sentimental or your favorite thing in your collection.
I think it was something about Bomberman.
Oh, well, he said he has the Saturn Bomberman. Dude, do I need to run your show?
Well, here, let's run it back. We'll be back after these. Yeah.
Well, that was like a Pete and DJC to get, hey, everybody, it's DJC. Cross.
Oh, man, I love Pete, man. I miss him.
Oh, he's a good guy.
I'm trying to. I have it somewhere. I had my Duo and I had my 5-port expansion so you can hook up 5 players for Bomberman. I have my original Bomberman 3-in-1 CD.
Everyone is leaving, so I guess I'll leave.
Of course, it's at the back. Yeah, no, right. Everybody's like, oh, cool,
bye,
man.
Everybody. Bye.
The Turbo Duo 4-in-1 actually had Bomberman as a what do you want to call it? Secret game. You had to type a little code in. And then I forgot what the other thing I was going to show. I totally already forgot.
Cool. Well, here's Bomberman 2.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
And the Turbo Tap or the multi-tap, I should say.
Yeah, for the Super Nintendo. And it had the Hudson Soft B on it, too. Yeah. Hudson NEC just so... I mean, obviously because of PC Engine, but... Whoa! That's freaking awesome. What the Intellivision Gamer with the Super Chat. Thank you so much, dude. Congrats on 1,000 videos. You didn't have to do that. That is awesome, man. What a good dude. If if you have not subbed to the Intellivision Gamer, like I said earlier, since we got a little more people here, I wanted to say we're doing on and off on Astro Smash Mondays, so that'll be every other week now as we're rolling out. And so on the off weeks, the Intellivision Gamer is doing the Intellivision show. So make sure you sub to him so you can, on our off weeks, you can watch his show on Mondays. So thank you so much, Casey. You're freaking awesome. You didn't have to do that, dude.
There you go. Inbox.
Oh man. And is the hinges like in good shape? I know they're usually always broken. I got tons on my.
Yeah, this one's in good shape, still together.
That's literally an ultimate piece right there, man.
The reason why I have this in 2003, for whatever reason, so we used to play TurboGrafx Bomberman with the Fire Player.
Yeah, all the time.
And I always heard about this game. I was like, 8 players, I got to get this. So in 2003, I went around to all the local shops. I picked up like a couple of Saturns. I picked up 2 or 3 multi-taps and 10 controllers. And I ended up getting 3 Bomberman CDs, 2 of them just CDs, and one of them this. This was 50, and the 2 CDs were 35 a piece. And golly knows they are now. They're hundreds of dollars. It's ridiculous.
How long ago did you get those?
In 2003.
2003 at $50.
And then every Thanksgiving we would do Bomberman tournaments. 8 of us would get together on a TV and play. It was awesome. And then look, this was sold in Japan. It's for your Saturn Bomberman games.
Oh, cool!
Look at the dip switches. There's in his eyes, his belly button.
That's awesome.
There's all over the place.
That would be something I'd like. I used to have for 3DO. I had the Capcom one that had it was that weird one. I want to say Geekstorian did a video on it when he was talking about weird controllers. It's a pistol grip controller it's pistol grip like this, and then it's got like this twisted controller with 6 buttons on top, and it's made for Capcom, and it's actually extremely comfortable. It looks like a gimmick thing that no one would want to hold, and it's absolutely wonderful. And I had that, and of course sold it, and it's probably worth $1 million. But the cool thing is, as we all know on 3DO Thursdays, I have these Docs wireless controllers that I bought, I think, for $15 about 10 years ago, and now they're worth, I don't know, $200 for the set with the module.
Wow!
So that's pretty sweet. But how else am I going to play my 3DO from 2 feet away?
Good
without
point,
my wireless.
Good point.
Yeah. The Next Level Gaming. Why isn't he in here? Did you not get the link, Mike? Or are you grocery shopping? If that's the case.
Yeah, the dude is definitely grocery shopping or something like shoe shopping, something like that.
Yeah, so Mike has a lot of Saturn stuff, and I bet he's jealous of that because he's got a lot of 32X stuff as well. Yeah, I really wish. I mean, we said it's like a broken record from everyone, but I think we all wish we just kept every single thing we ever had in boxes, and yeah,
But let me ask you this: if let's say you did, would you have sold them?
Yeah, I don't know.
See, I wouldn't. I've kept literally everything, and I've never sold it.
Now, what was like your frame of mind of was it like I'll always play these, or because there's points where I like when systems went away, I kind of just put stuff in a box, like our Intellivision, since basically that was my dad's growing up. We like when it stopped working, or like because it kind of fried out, and so he boxed it up, and with all the games that we kept in the box, those little gatefold boxes, believe it or not, because you always had the overlays, instructions, and he put it all in a box and put it in the closet, and it sat there until they sent us a catalog in like the later 80s, I think 1987 or 88, and Nintendo. I was already playing Nintendo. But I still, even at that point as a kid, loved the Intellivision. So my dad goes, I said, Dad, look what came in the mail. I was stoked. I was like, if you send this out to get repaired for, I don't know, it's $49 or no matter what's wrong with it. And you could pick 3 games. And he was like, okay, I'm going to get the Super Pro Golf. I'm going to get Sub Hunt. I'm going to get this. So we got 3 games, sent it out. And then all of a sudden now I'm playing in television again. So it was like, that was the one I don't think I ever decided, hey, I'm going to sell this or get rid of it. But everything else, like from Nintendo on, I was like, oh yeah, this is done. I'll just sell it so I can get Genesis games. Oh, this is done. I'm going to sell it. And the only one after that, and I guess it goes to now, I guess I'm almost answering my question, but it goes to show that I love the TurboGrafx so much. I saved all the boxes. Even if I sold some of my favorite games, I saved the boxes because I loved them so much. But when I moved out and was, living in, with a bunch of musicians and 5 people in a house trying to pay rent for a year, I sold my Nintendo, my Turbo Duo, all my games, my Intellivision, whatever games I'd had that I'd rebought out there, which is stupid. And my Sega Genesis, my PS1, I had my N64, everything I had, and maybe not N64. I don't think I had, but I know my PS1, my Turbo Duo, my NES, my Intellivision, and a bunch of games, some in box, and also a music synthesizer. And I remember packing this all in this huge 2 big boxes with like paper and. Like if I went back, if I could take the DeLorean and go back and go, you stupid idiot, and just strangle myself and go, here's $1,000, like to get by, dude. Like, which I wouldn't have anyways. But he'd be like, you have $1,000 in the future? You must be rich. I'm not. But anyways, yeah, I sold it all for like $1,000 because at the time, we were only paying $100 a month of rent, so it was like. That was like 10 months rent. So I sat back, didn't need to get a job, and or if I did something, I was doing a few things here and there, and it would pay just like the bills that I had to pay, and kept me fed, and I had a better metabolism, so I was nice and skinny, eating a bunch of McDonald's, and it really had no moral to that story. Just saying that's. Yeah, that was just basically giving away all my valuable collectible games for next to nothing.
I've never sold a single one of them.
Right after I sold that, the only one I regretted was my Turbo in my Turbo collection. I was like, that was dumb. Like I figured, I didn't think at the time. I'm like, but then I try, and I think people do this today. Hey, sell it now for normal stuff, not like collectibles, but they go. Sell it now. If you want it again, you could buy it in the future. Yeah. Well, now it's 10 times that cost. I won't be buying it in this future. Yeah. Luke's Awakening says also Mike even has that awful Sonic CD game.
I'm sure Mike will be very happy about that one.
Last minute meeting for Yom Kippur. Oh, okay. Be there shortly. Okay.
Mike also has a great Dreamcast collection.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, I had a Dreamcast for a small amount of time. Didn't have many games for it, but that was another thing. Needed money, packed it up, sold it. I mean, I literally had it brand new in box, like for. I don't even think I had it a year, and I sold it.
I tell you, Chuck, since you didn't ask me that question, I'm just going to go ahead and answer it myself. The Virtual Boy for me is the.
Hey, it's Coco, and of course Papa Pete as well.
Coco had to come on and say congratulations on 1,000 videos. That's a lot of videos.
That's a lot.
I just happened to see it the last week or so climb into 1,000. I go, I got to do something for that. So I have a video. It'll come out later tonight after the show. It's the 1,000th video.
Right. And this has technically the 1,000th video.
Well, this is the stream. I haven't done 1,000 streams. Although I've done 1,000 streams at this point. I don't know.
Okay.
I never even thought of that. I don't. It's weird, but yeah, because I don't even know if it has a video for streaming, but it does show it. Like on your main channel, it'll say your channel, your subscribers, and then how many videos you have.
And it doesn't count the streams as the videos.
I think it does. I think it does.
Does it?
So technically, this is your 1,000th.
Hey, well, that'll work too. But yeah, no, but I do have what I thought was then it's the 1,001 video coming on after this. Retro Dude says my Sega CD arrived last week. Star Wars is amazing on it. I don't think I've played. Is that Rebel Assault? Because I had that for 3DO, which isn't. I think both of them are pretty rough back then. But at the time, playing that and flying the X-wing, and that was awesome.
Rebel Assault, most likely.
Yeah. Selling the N64 is an acceptable sacrifice. Funny thing you say that, because I had sold, I think 2 years ago, a friend of mine, she gave me a jungle green. I love just the jungle green Donkey Kong Country in box, along with Double-O's, just a bunch of stuff. I go, you don't. She goes, I don't want this. You do game stuff. I do, and nice. Thank you. And I took it, but I already had an N64 in a collection, and I go, what am I doing holding on to this jungle green? I looked at the prices. I sold it for almost, well, it was eBay, so they took some stuff, but it was like I made a little over $600 on selling that with the game, and I think
so you took your friend's thing they gave to you.
Went, thank you so much.
And then you flipped it.
After like a year. I did this last year.
Right.
Well, she said, she goes, I don't care, sell it. I go, because I said, the first thing I said, which you don't normally say when someone's giving you something, like, I go, oh, man, these jungle green ones are pretty rare. She goes, I don't care, sell it, make some money, play it. I don't care, I'm giving it to you. So, of course, I did the respectable thing. Keep it around as long as you can. 6 months to a year, and then sell it.
That's the proper term, a proper length of time, right there.
Yeah, exactly. I waited a good year. She didn't care. She's never asked about it. She don't watch this. Look at this.
Yeah, there you
go. McDonald's is good. Buy high, sell low. Oh yeah, you've got it. Now, Panda, you sound like the person. We're going to get into Virtual Boy and your love for it, because I want to know more about that.
When you quite rudely skipped by my whole little thing.
I didn't skip by. I just kept talking. I want. Do you have a lot of different color N64s or no?
I've got about, I think, 6 of them.
You do. I had a feeling.
Yeah. Are like 2 or 3 of every console, something like that.
That's so cool.
Those are the kind that I want for.
No, it is. I think they look cool.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
That what you have there. That what did they call that? That was a specific.
This was, I think, was jungle green.
That was jungle green. Yep.
Oh, what was it like? Fantastic colors. They had a specific.
Yeah, it was a purple one. I always wanted the purple one.
And I don't know if it was 5 or 6 of them. But I always wanted all of those because they'd be cool just to have as a display. They're so neat.
I think they look the coolest displayed because they're like a transparent color. You kind of see the insides. It looks really neat. They look great on a shelf, especially get some LED lights behind on the shelf and kind of.
I just wish that they actually released it as the Ultra 64. I loved that look and that logo. I actually preferred that over the Nintendo 64 logo.
The Ultra 64.
Yeah,
yeah, I
and that design and the controller, the black color and everything. I loved that. I wish that came out. Yeah, that would have been.
That would have been cool if I would have, back in those days, especially when N64 is on its way out and they had so many different, just to pick all those up in box or on clearance and just go.
Yeah, mine were like $20. They were all cheap.
Wow. Did you get them like eBay?
Is it Ice Blue?
No, I don't use eBay. I'm sorry?
It's not jungle green. Ice Blue? I just sold an Ice Blue one when I was up at the flea market there a few weeks ago. And it went like there.
Right. But if it's right? You can sell that to get something you're really going to like, maybe more in television homebrews or Xbox games or something,
it's called Funding Portland, right?
Yeah. Oh, right.
So,
yeah, you're going to the Portland Retro.
That's the goal, is to get something in Portland with it, right?
Yeah, because there's about to be a lot of new games released to this October, and it's. I'm kicking myself. I'm hoping I can save up to get some, but I won't be able to get them all. There's definitely a couple I know about that I want to get, but there's also some others that I'm probably not going to know about. I'm going to be like, screw those, get those. It is like the television game. I was going to say the Intellivision gamer, but him too. The Intellivision fans like, what do you want to call it? It's like Christmas time for an Intellivision fan at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, because It's all the companies that do the homebrews. They release a ton of exclusives, a ton of new ones, a ton of inbox stuff, a lot of bringing back retro runs that are out of print, and it's just people go nuts. But the prices are crazy, but it's, once again, you're manufacturing from scratch, complete in box,
That's just so different because most cons you go to, it has
Atomic Purple.
Some Atari, you always see some in television, but you never see it like you're going to see it out there.
Right. It's that's the big one.
Television, especially Atari, maybe different places, but in television, that's the place for television for sure.
Yeah. Mr. Matthews says Atomic Purple. No, that was the one I think that I wanted, was Atomic Purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, television games. So many games coming. Yeah. No. So back
playing Chuck, like all those in television homebrews are like they're really incredible.
I gotta check our poll too. Let me. I forgot to say. So our we have a poll going. Wow, Splatterhouse 2 is in the lead though.
Yeah, that was easy.
But we have the Pandora incident, which I think is just.
I don't think they know what that is.
So Pandora incident, I can actually show.
It's
a
pretty
little bit
cool
of
looking.
It. Because everybody knows Splatterhouse, they know Jaws, which no one cares about Jaws or Rally X right now. So let's put in. Let me show a little bit of this. Just at least the opening story, and to show you guys, this is a really, really in-depth game. And I know Pete's played it a few times. And
I've got all kinds of videos out on it. And
yeah, I've literally just recently got it because I didn't realize that it was on Atari Age. I didn't know. So I picked it up, and so
you have the ROM, or do you have the
ROM? The ROM.
Oh, okay, I didn't know the ROM was on Atari Age either.
I didn't know either. I go, it was. I go, really, and I forgot it was. I think it was Cy that was telling me, and I go, well, it's so like the other day I was streaming, and on stream I went and got it, downloaded it, and then fired it up, and I was like, I'm like so super happy. I care about Jaws, liar. Splatterhouse 2. Before I show this, Splatterhouse 2, like I used to own both of these, but they're like $300-400 games now. So Splatterhouse 2, I got this on stupid eBay during the thing we can't say on YouTube when we were all inside. And it was like a cheap knockoff from China. And all they did was, I don't know, everything was just covered in shiny plastic. I mean, it's a cartridge, it's a case, and then I was like, well, is that shrink wrap? So then when I peeled it off on my part 3, it just, everything just came apart.
Wow.
So at the time when I didn't have any way to like play ROMs or anything, this was on my Sega. I played it. I played 2 and 3. I love them both. I love the original. I love the arcade. But yeah, 3 or 2. I remember my buddy, because he had a Genesis and I had a TurboGrafx, and so I had the first Splatterhouse, and we all loved playing that. And then he's like, "Did you know that Sega's got Splatterhouse 2?" And then when I saw it, I went, "Dang!" I'm like, that's better than the Turbos version. Like, I can't believe how they got that to stick on a cartridge. So yeah, that is my favorite. But let me show you guys the chat. I mean, and everyone else, the Pandora incident. So. Now, mind you, this is an Intellivision game, guys. So it's showing that back in 2105, or in 2105 back, that's funny, cargo ship Costa Guana, it sounds like George Costanza, is en route to the Solomons, which also reminds me of Solomon's Key, when a distress signal is picked up. Commander Ellen and Norbert, the ship's resident android, are discussing the event. Ellen, she looks familiar. But anyways, the signal is coming from a covert ship inside a restricted corporate quadrant. Who knows what they have been up to? Can't be anything good. And this Clockwork Orange Norbert here says it's unusually still.
That looks like Tilda Swanson, right?
Yeah, I know you mean.
Yeah.
But anyways, we must respond to the signal. Ellen says, how about we call a proper rescue ship instead? We're not equipped for this. And then the death look by Norbert says, no. We are We are on the hook. There was no one else here. Uneasy, Ellen sets the course to the distress ship. The George Costanza finally reaches the distress ship a few hours later. Takes a shuttle aboard. And we'll show you a little bit. So you're kind of walking around, and you can look at stuff. You can log into terminals.
Wait, wasn't Ripley's first name Ellen? Like, is this just a Blade? So it's Blade.
No, I mean it's kind of being. I'm just kind of showing this. You get to call an elevator. Elevators come in.
I like how the window even has a little shine.
And then, oh my God, and then so you got the guy that literally wrote "danger" in his own stump blood.
Can you imagine if this came out on the original television?
That's what I'm saying, right? And you're like, oh my God. So then you're walking around, you get some ammo. Next thing you know, all crap breaks loose. And I guess we'll have to see, because I'm going to flip it over and it's in the poll. So just when you see that in the poll, don't dismiss it as a, just like a simple game. It's a very cool, in-depth alien zombie-ish time capsule. Not time capsule. A cryopod, doctor, scientist on an alien ship, and you're trying to figure out what happened to everyone, and more and more people are slaughtered, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, like if it came out in the original television, I think they'd still be doing games today, because it would be pretty darn.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's the other one besides Splatterhouse. So get your votes in now. I know I said earlier, but we'll let it go about 10:30. I'll stop the poll. So it's 10:26. So get your alt accounts voting.
While you're waiting for that in, I just wanted to stop in for a minute. It's getting late here. I got to go.
Yeah, no problem.
I wanted to say congratulations again.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you. And check it. You got to check out the video I did. I showed a Christmas Astro Smash where me and you got dressed up. Wait till you see it. I totally forgot about it. It happened to come up. And I was like, oh, that's got to go in there.
Beautiful.
But
straight
thanks,
from
Pete,
synagogue with his rifles. It's
right on, guys. See you guys in the
chat. Take care, Pete. Thank you.
See you, Pete.
See you guys.
Well, hello, Michael Two Guns. And he's gone.
That's it.
He just does that. He doesn't like when you call him Michael Two Guns. That's when he leaves. He doesn't want anything to do with it. It was Harvey Dent.
It is so hard to look badass when your guns have orange tips.
True.
Yeah. Well, you got to have those safety tips on there. Those are silencers. Yeah. Anyways, this is it's a really cool game. But I don't know what happened to Mike. Once he comes on, I'm gonna go grab something to drink. Once he figures out his.
All right, I guess I'll take over the show.
It's Intellivision's version of Dead Space, is what Brian F says. Yeah, kind of, right?
That's cool.
Oh, we have another one. He's trying. Michael Two Guns.
I swear to God. StreamYard needs a mobile app. Something terrible.
Swearing to God from synagogue. Jeez, with
man,
the guns.
You just got out of synagogue. You're already saying that, man.
I just left the house of worship. I figure if I spoke directly to him, he might make it happen.
Right. Okay. Hey, that's the way to do it. I mean, you were as close as possible, right?
That's right. And now lightning is striking all around me. Happy 1,000th something or other, Chuck.
1,000 videos I found out that I just
1,000 pieces of content, of gold content on the DJC Game Studios channel.
Wow.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I think a lot of it is really crappy, but I appreciate you saying gold content.
Oh, stop.
So 68 Camaro says, my favorite memory was when he used to do the Amico Minute videos, and the music got crazier and crazier and crazier with each. Well, the reason, a lot of people know here because we know, like we weren't not out of the joke. We weren't not out of the loop or anything. But so people used to watch those Amico Minute videos and they'd freak out if there was like a timer or like a vote. And then they would just dissect my videos. And I'd be like, That's so stupid. Like, who cares? I just said, hey, this is what's happening, blah, 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 blah. You know, I forgot what I was saying.
I remember you used to get giddy just talking to me about, here's what they're going to analyze. This.
Yeah. And then there's one where I literally went insane. I was talking about mice and how people are mice, but we're all mice. And I pulled out a big chunk of cartoon paper cheese and I tore it apart. And then I put the mouse mask on and then there was lightning. And then I did like a Kit Kat commercial and then bring back peanut butter boppers. It made 0 sense. And they're like, I stared into the camera for like 5 minutes straight with like an Amigo all around my eyeball, except just a place where I could look through. And the clock's like going to countdown clock, 10, 3 months, 2 months, 2 weeks, 1 day, 0 days, -0. Like, and of course, what happened? People did videos on it and they dissected and were like, what is going on? So I used to thank you, Camaro. I'm glad you brought that up because, yeah, Panda was with me a couple times. So I'm like, oh my God, look at the response from this. Like, they're so into this that I just absolutely loved that. I mean, I know those
into it is a strong word.
Yeah. Rob's Retro, good to see you, man. What's happening? Good to see you, man. Scepter Sever, what is going on?
Have you ever revealed?
Elbow Army, thank you. 21 gun salute. After Brunette.
I don't want to reveal too much, but have you ever? Yeah. How do I put this real quick? Revealed what the inspiration for some of those flamingo videos were, or is that like a industry secret?
I know we can't say that on YouTube, so I'll just say the what do you call it? Because literally it'll demonetize me.
Oh, you could just say the 2020 cold. How about
the 2020 cold happened, and I had gotten it twice.
Or one of my favorite guys that I watch on YouTube. He calls it something of unknown origin.
Something of unknown origin.
Panda, you know who I'm talking about. Critical drink. What does he call it? The something.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Unspecified. Yes, the unspecified. The unspecified something of unknown origin.
The my Sharona period.
Unspecified
Good one, Matthew. Good one. Well, anyways, the thing that rhymes with Sharona, we were in, and and I had caught that once, and I go, oh man, and I remember I was texting with Panda, and I go, man, I can't leave the house for a couple weeks, and I feel like I'm fine, like it only lasted like a couple days, and I'm like, but my head's just like I'm in a weird headspace. I'm dizzy. I'm like,
and I just kept egging you on, like, do it, like, man,
dude.
Make it.
And so I'm like, I just want. So that's when I started running around, doing the cuts, setting up cameras, like with the wizard coming out of the furnace.
Well, dude, the beginning of that was when you did. I think it was one of the Amico things with Crocker. Like you set up the 2 desks. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, it was the.
When you had to crawl underneath the desk to get there.
The news authority. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
I used to love when people got pissed at that. Yeah. My favorite was when people. I mean, now that this stuff just doesn't happen anymore. Well, it happens, but it's not like the same as it. It wasn't as innocent as it was, where people were like, "Oh, we hate you, Amico people." We were like, "Oh, no, you don't get it." You know, it was like kind of innocent, and it turned really dark. And now it's just like people that are doing it now are just like vultures. But like back then, it was cool because like Panda knows this because we'd go backstage, you know, and I'd be like, "Dude, so I put out a video today." And people were so upset about that, the music I made. So I'd like be talking about something, and then I'd bring like the song up, and it'd be like dun 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 dun. And people are like, "What the hell? Now he's playing the damn music for his songs!" And I'm crying on the floor because I purposely put that in there. You know, I would purposely make these like little videos. Not like, I mean, I was doing stuff, but a lot of them were the little stuff I put in, I knew was cringe and annoying. And we would
laugh about that constantly, but the cringier the better. The more cringier you came across, the better.
I was like, should I put like the baseball song? You'd be like, hey guys, you know it's baseball season. Hey, better. They're like, what the hell? Oh, it was so much fun, man. What did it say? The real story, DJC was stalking a slightly deaf woman. He yelled out, show us your pink bitch. He said pink birds, and he's been stuck with them ever since. Yeah, that could have happened. Line versus me. He crossed it. True story. I really wanted someone to give me the My Sharona album. I wanted a vacation from work. It sounded neat. I had to work all the way through it while everyone else sat at home. By the third time I got it, which I did every time you see me doing the Flamingo like movie kind of things or the interviews or anything like that, I had that. I had it. I was like in my head, we did that. Some of that's on the video that's going to drop tonight. And so dumb. But I look at like how stupid, like when I'm getting attacked by the inflatable flamingos, you could literally see my hand just doing this, going, he's hitting me, he's attacking me, and it's so stupid. Or I should say, Art Big
masterpiece, yeah.
And pandas do nothing but just egging me on. Please more, and everybody else is like, this guy.
That's pretty much been me in the background all the time. It's just me. Yes, do that.
Big Block says, well, flamingo videos are one of the larger side effects. Look at this guy on the walk.
Hey,
Ooh.
Sent me
What's
out.
happening?
You sent me out for beverages, and the party's already on. Hey, happy 100 subscribers, my friend. This is a big deal.
100 subscribers, exactly. That's exactly what it is. It is a big deal. Scepter says, did you lose or gain subs? Those are my lowest viewed things.
They bought.
Yeah, people saw the flamingo stuff and they're like, "There's something wrong with this guy." Like, and Panda's just crying. He's like,
"Oh no!"
And
that's
by the
not
way,
what it
Panda is the only one that has a flamingo verse. I'm sorry, 2 flamingo verse T-shirts. They're the only ones in existence.
And I don't. If you know me, I don't accept gifts at all. Never. But those were the only 2 gifts I've accepted since I was 9 years old because I would love them so much.
Since you were 9.
No, that's actually very true. I have not gotten a gift since I was 9, except DJC gave me those 2 shirts.
He does accept very awkward favors.
I was trying to find mine because I have so many friggin' T-shirts, and I do have the one where it's Art Big Fall with the inflatable flamingo wrapped around his head like a bandana, and he's holding out his hand. It says "For Earth." That's a good one. And then the other one I think just says "Beware the flamingo attack," and it's just a bunch of inflatable flamingos. Or beware. I don't know. I've lost both of mine, so I think you might be the only one on the planet.
Well, I told you my physical therapist was so confused by For Earth. I tried explaining the whole story, but
For Earth.
Yeah.
Mega Dan, what's happening? Splatterhouse, yeah. Yeah, it's a Big Block says it must be a big deal. Rab is doing the classic walk to celebrate. That's absolutely
the biggest.
I tried very hard not to stop at a grocery store. That's not fair.
You tried like this hard, like just like a little bit.
Just a little bit, but I had to get home.
I'm gonna grab something to drink really quick. Literally, it'll be 2 seconds. It's just right here. But and then we're gonna close this poll. So now is the time to get your crazy votes in, because we are either gonna play Splatterhouse or Pandora Incident because no one wants the other 2. So
this is the part where the host leaves his own show.
If you didn't vote for Splatterhouse, we can't be friends. Just so you guys know.
That's the story of halfway to 1,000. Come on.
I voted for it twice.
Where are we, Jaws fam? Where are we? Come on.
How you doing, Ryan? Haven't seen you in a while. Cool. Did everyone leave?
oh, I guess it would help if I brought cola.
Oh, he's gone again.
And
that's about the long and short of it. So,
I'm back. Was it that bad that the host left? I had to get my favorite cola.
There you go.
My Michigan cola. And my favorite uncola. Mr. Matthews voted for Rab. Dude, I will win Jaws for you guys tonight. I will literally win it.
Is the idea that this is the game you're going to be playing tonight, or is it another episode? Oh, I see.
No, I'm gonna play a game tonight, and it will be one of those 4. Now, mind you, you guys, I don't expect you guys all to stick around if you're like getting bored or anything. But if you want, absolutely, please make fun of my plane or whatever you want.
I want to know more information on this new Flamingo video.
Well, okay.
Since I'm the only one who's going to watch it, I kind of want to know what's happening.
Oh, no, there's 2 people who are going to watch it.
Oh, who's the second?
Me.
Really? You like the Flamingo videos? Really? I can't understand that that's true.
Do you? Oops! Spilled it on the Amico.
Oh,
Gonna have to get another one. Kidding.
Chuck, have you ever shown a date any of those Flamingo videos? And if so, what was their reaction? And if not, why?
No, I have shown a girlfriend of mine one, and she was laughing. She goes, but it was more like laughing, like this is, you put this on the internet,
like there's a 40-year-old man alone in his basement fighting with rubber flamingos.
Rubber birds.
Panda, this is pending court review, so we shouldn't be discussing.
we can call it something else. We'll say instead of inflatable or rubber, can we just say?
Legal counsel advises Chuck just
feathered,
move on from the topic.
Pink poultry would be fine. No, but it was. I have it in good authority. You can beat it in 5.5 minutes. I probably could. I'm pretty good at Jaws. Well, the thing with Jaws that it either falls apart right away and you're done, or you beat it right away. Like the other day, I was actually playing it. I got up to power level 5 in like less than 10 minutes, and I was already ramming them with the boat. But then I missed them all 3 rams and had to go back, and then a jellyfish got me, and I wanted to throw the console. But yeah, no. As far as what she said was, okay, that's enough. You can like turn this off now. Like after one, like, cause I was like, oh, but there's a part 2. She's like, no, I'm good. Like I don't care what happens in this story. I'm like, but he gave him the poo stew to get things going. It's like, no thanks. Yeah, no, they don't like. Not a single person has liked it or watched it. Or the one that did knew me for a long time.
And that's when you realize he wasn't keeping around.
Yep.
Well, next time, what if I had a girl star in the Flamingo video? Would that
excuse me.
Because I have girlfriends that probably be interested, like would probably do a spot for me, and I could just be like, hey, you know, would that redeem my coolness if I had like a chick in a
I
video?
never said you weren't cool. Remember, I'm your #1 Flamingo fan, so that's not a. And I think estrogen would only ruin the male only
characters that I play.
Yes, I prefer my Flamingo men only.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go out on a limb.
What they're inflating these with?
Right, we never say.
I only want dudes in my Flamingo flex.
Big Black said, I showed it to my ex. Well, she is my ex now. Girls make everything cooler, says Scepter. So what would be, okay, so if you had to pick a character out of there, Panda, who is your absolute top character of that whole series?
I don't think you understand why I love it so much. So why I love it so much isn't necessarily about the characters. And while I do, let me be very clear, Chuck, I do love everything. But what gets me laughing the most is thinking of like a security cam footage of just your home from across the street and people just walking their dogs and stuff, and that no one knows that inside is a 40-year-old man wrestling with a balloon flamingo, talking about poo stew. Like that absurdity makes it so wonderful. And then, like, you're taking the time to put the camera, film it here, stop it, then you go over here, you split screen it. Like, all the poo stew is what makes it magical for me. And then you saw the furnace, and you're like, "Ooh, I'll be a wizard that goes into the furnace." Like, it's so absurd that it's magical for me. As is the scissors thing. That's also like my favorite.
I
showed you. I have it on my phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the scissors one. There was a couple.
I have it on my phone immediately.
For Panda, it's not the fever dream itself; it's the sweaty mess that is the fever dream.
Yes.
You're like, so to be clear, you're laughing at me.
No, not in the least. I just find the process hysterical.
Let's see. Like, doing this was like I was just so bored. Let me see.
Well, not only bored, you also had the 2020 cold.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And delirious.
Do I have it? Hopefully I have it in playlist. Yeah, I do. Obviously, it's not on the top of my playlist. Not cool.
Mr. Matthews says, also, I'm still waiting for silly pooping stories.
Okay, that was weird.
Yeah, we used to talk about that stuff all the time, Chuck.
Like
any other panelists? Any other panelists have any fun pooping stories that they'd like to share while he looks for his scissors video?
Scissors video. No, not most of these guys are going to talk about that, but it's pretty funny.
There's enough clips of me out there. I'm gonna pass on this one.
Oh, here it is. Flamingo Saga. Full playlist. No kidding.
Nice.
15 videos? That's absurd.
It's not enough if you ask me.
It's not enough. So that one was the interviews, right? Yeah, hold on. I found
it. The scissors one, yeah. That's when you were interviewing all your characters. And it had that great
barely remember these things. Look how thin I was doing good on the diet back then too. Although I also had the 2020 goals. That helps you not eat for a bit too when you can't taste anything. Let me present. This is going to be. I love that it's called the Flamingo Interviews Special Extravaganza Edition. All right, it's been a great interview. Okay. Oh boy.
Now, what's very important for the audience is that when you watch this, just imagine people walking their dogs unassuming outside of this man's house.
Oh, howdy, y'all. Marty Flamingo here. Just hovering. Look at me, just barely moving. I'm hovering like a little hovercraft. So good to be on this Flamingo special. You guys enjoying yourself? 2 interviews down. A couple more to go. But I thought I'd just take this time to say hello and say that we're siphoning your souls as you watch. And we're feeding it to our mouse flamingo boss. Oh, it doesn't matter. You don't need to know everything. I'm just a flamingo with pink feathers, walking around, standing on one leg occasionally. I don't know why. Just fun and silly. Anyways, take care. We'll be back after these messages. Yay. Hey, everyone out there in TV land, or maybe you're on the YouTube's interwebs. Either way, are you on the way home carrying crafts, things to do, life to do? Well, what don't you have? You got paper, you got plastic, but what's the problem?
I'm just a normal guy. I want to cut this paper, but I don't know how I can do it. Look at all the pizzas I've ordered while I'm at home. To get into these hamburger bags, but it's got a twist tie on there. What am I supposed to do? And these delicious nachos, they're lime flavor. How am I supposed to get into this bag with this weird clip on there?
Well, do I have a solution for you?
Really? What's the solution?
It's called scissors. Have you heard of them?
So terrible special effects. Scissors? It sounds like a magic tool.
Well, my friend, they are a magic tool, just like you.
Well, let's try it.
A tool to make life easier. Check these testimonies out.
Oh my God, I literally forgot about this stuff until you brought it up.
I didn't. I have it on my phone.
All my favorite designs.
Yeah, this is on my phone right here.
The music.
Yeah.
I can even cut my food so it'll fit in my mouth. That pesky hamburger sandwich bag? And my camera's way too far down, so it doesn't catch what I'm actually cutting, so it even makes it clear. Hamburgers, anyone? Joe clip. Not anymore. I simply cut around.
This was solid gold.
So now I can get to all those nachos.
And while you're showing this to me, I'm just going like, wow, your audience is going to hate this so much. It's wonderful.
No, that's a nacho. I know that scissors have definitely changed my life for the better. Another poke at
What did
people
we
that
tell
were,
you?
that were just
Scissors
burn
gets
it
it done all the time. Available everywhere.
Oh my God.
This 10th grade creative
Oh my God, I'm laughing at my
writing
own
work.
I don't remember. Like I barely. You wasted
You by
food.
the
Cancel
Scissors
Chuck.
Manufacturers of America Association.
Yeah. It's like a got milk thing. Like everybody knows scissors, but sometimes you just got to let people know that there's a lot of stuff. This is what doing drugs must be like.
But that's why it's even funnier, is because he wasn't. Like, that's what makes it better.
Scepter says that should have been on the YouTube front page.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, we keep losing Rab. Oh.
It just reminds. I mean, I'm gonna take a very long story and condense it to like a couple of sentences. Yeah. But my friend and I, when I was in the industry, I would just do just for therapy. I would just do fun videos. Right. And we decided we both had the exact same sense of humor. I mean, identical. And we both said, let's put a lot of money and 2 or 3 years of our lives into a video that no one will want to watch, and that'll be the joke. That only us will find it funny that this is the dumbest thing that we've ever done.
Oh, I used to do that all the time.
Well, it was a 2.5-hour movie, and everyone left during the first 4 minutes of it.
What is it? What was it? Can you say what it was about, or?
Dude, I will. If you want to see, it's a trilogy. It's like about 8 hours long. The whole thing. It's like,
oh my God, it sounds great.
It's wonderful.
So me and my buddy, my mom. Now we're talking about an old video camera. We had one of the ones that you put up on your shoulders, like RCA, and you were put full videotape in.
Yeah.
Me and him would make movies with this thing, and they were always horror movies with really bad effects and really terrible. It was. I still have them somewhere, and I'll have to dig them out, and I might even upload them to YouTube because they were. I mean, but even looking at what we were wearing, it had a Bugle Boy shirt on. It's 1986, and I'm like, I got stonewashed jeans with the knees ripped out. I got the spiked, gelled up hair and everything. Yeah. Oh, we lost Rab again. And oh my God, yeah. Yeah, I think Panda needs to upload those on your Rumble channel, if anything.
So one of the people, one of the main characters in that video is actually someone fairly famous now. So I can't show that thing anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, what if we petition No, I'm kidding.
Hey, dude, do you mind if we ruin your career and we?
Yeah. Listen, it's happening. So, do you want to? So, you're going to do the introduction, right? Wow.
But I can show you behind the scenes.
Yeah, no, I would actually really be interested in that. Oh shoot, I just passed it. Come on. So I did close the poll. Splatterhouse 2-1. I don't know how far I'll get, but we'll play a couple rounds of it here. And then we'll call it. Where is? Wow. And I'm still blown away by my childhood self.
Just leave them uncredited, Panda. Says Big Black.
Better than James Rolls film. I haven't seen any of his. I mean, I know I saw the one. Was it the Shrek one or the last year?
No. James Rolfe makes a lot. He had made and still makes kind of things outside of AVGN.
Oh.
And as a kid, he would make a lot of, or when he was younger, he'd make a lot of horror films.
Well, there was the ones I always like watching. What was the bear video? What's it called again? The guy that did, which starts off with the bear and then it goes into the running, all running and all that.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it, but yeah.
Yeah, I think it's called a bear. It's got literally called picture of a bear, video of a bear.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And it just goes into the most insane stuff. The other one was the one where they're doing they're trying to sell it was the broom shakalaka where he ended up to bring his dead daughter back and he had to have so many souls and then all of a sudden the sales started going up. He cuts off both his hands and he staples gloves to make. He's like, no, I got to continue the infomercial. And all of a sudden the light comes down. It's it's the daughter. It worked. Your guys worked. And then the other person gets his head chopped. It's so stupid. And it just but it starts so normal and you think, oh, okay, this is just a normal infomercial. And then it starts getting really strange. And then you could say, oh, but the thing is, there's a couple actors in that now that are pretty recognizable, but I bet they were probably just did skits and stuff on YouTube back then. And, but I think it was eventually on Adult Swim. But anyways, let me go over here and do some, now, are you guys familiar with Splatterhouse 2 on Genesis?
Yep.
This is awesome. You're unfortunately, yes, we are. So I am going to flip it on over here. And I'm not going to play it forever. I just want to play a little bit. Whoops, there we go.
Hey, Chuck, I need to take off.
Yeah.
Congratulations on 1,000 videos. It's amazing.
Thank you so much, Jeff, for being here and sitting through the scissors video. That's hard.
Hey, Jeff, before you leave.
Yeah.
Would you have any interest in the future of being on our Master Debater show? I don't know if you're familiar with what that series is. It's going to sound awkward if you have no idea what I'm talking about.
I've seen it pop up. I have not seen it.
Okay, yeah. So it's I can see how that may come across.
Hey, would you like to be on our weird Master Debater show?
It is a video game debate show. Right. I'll talk to you more later. So if you're unfamiliar, then I'll explain it to you later. But anyway, I'd love to have you on. We'll talk later.
Sure.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. See you, Panda. See you, Mike.
See you later, man.
See you, Chuck.
Hey, take care. Thank you.
In the future, I need to reword that. Hey, dude, you want to master debate with us?
Rab says, sorry, any local access cable scissors
Mike, you're muted.
Traumatic memories. So I don't know. You think he might be trying to get back on, or anyways, I don't know. We'll see.
Talk, Mike. Say something. No, you're out.
Oh, Mike, what's going on? Do we lose Mike? I see him. I see you. We see you, but we can't hear you. One
is
syllable.
Mike muted or is the mic muted? Hey,
I gotta get some stuff like that. I need to get more drops. I mean, the only drops I have here are this one. I mean, come on, it's classic.
It is.
I mean, even ET thinks.
God. My high school days.
Wow, you must have been a cool person in high school.
I had my mouth full.
Wait, what?
of learning.
Yeah, I bet it was so much learning. Mic check, mic drop. Sai says you need to learn sign language.
Or sign language. Hey-oh!
Oh! Great, like I thought this intro was epic for the time. She doesn't have to die, Rick.
Now, Chuck, were these in the arcade or was it just the first one?
Just the first one was these are Namco games, which is kind of neat, or kind of crazy.
All right. How about now?
You're better.
Yeah, I can hear you now. The chat wanted some Splatterhouse 2, and boy, did they vote for it. It was at 40%, man. But look at what the Genesis did back then, dude. I was absolutely blown away. And as a TurboGrafx fan, I'm sorry, this is great. This is better than the original on Turbo.
The Genesis did insanely good parallax scrolling.
Yes, they did. I think that's a lot of it too.
Hey,
but
Mike,
even
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, continue.
I was just gonna say, even the animation for the actual character you use was better. Had a lot more animation frames and looked great. The muscle tones look great. The bone mask that he wears in this one is a little cooler. It's I'll find.
Mike, did you see the someone? This is like old news, but someone used the Super Nintendo to make the original Sonic the Hedgehog on the Super Nintendo. Have you seen that?
No.
Yeah, like they had to go, like it was genius programming because like they got it to work, but there's like a lot of he had to do a lot of cutting corners and all this other stuff to make it work, but it works.
Well, it didn't have blast processing.
Right, but that's what made it so hard, but he somehow managed to do it.
Yeah, I still own the 360 version. I absolutely think it's an amazing game. It's Scepter's talk about that. That is, I think that holds the record as the bloodiest game ever made. Was the Xbox 360 version of this, which has what are our options?
Was that so that I thought Manhunt was?
Okay, so it's Game Master. Could you imagine?
Oh, Manhunt was OG Xbox. Never mind.
Yeah. But I think even, but I mean, I'm just saying you literally had to spill blood to fill up your blood meter and then slaughter monsters. It was so, I'm just keeping it normal, I guess. Okay. We are going to start. This is no blast processing. It's weird. You got a small jump and a large jump, which was really weird.
I want to know why, when you realize that you're entering towards a house filled with undead creatures, that you would bring your fists. Like, I would imagine a little more preparation.
Well, he woke up at this wearing the mask because he attached it to him.
Oh,
but his girlfriend's in there too. Watch, I love it gets eaten by him. This lives up to its name. Splatter on the house. Splatter it on the house. Splatterhouse. I've already lost 2 hearts. This is not going to go too far here.
And 2 subs.
Oh. Oh. I like how when he, instead of going, oh, like he did in the first one, he goes, oh. Like he stepped in dog poo or something. It's like, ew.
I got my Versace
How you doing, Atari
shoes.
Creep? Sorry, Mike.
Hey, Grabber.
Mike, what'd you say?
The volume isn't too loud on this, is it?
Joke.
All right. Are you guys okay with the volume on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, it's a little loud, but probably through the mic, you're not hearing it. So.
No. If anything, it's almost low, but I wouldn't make it loud.
Yeah. I didn't.
No. Yeah.
I just had to turn you guys up on my end so I could hear. I love how like the monsters will go and like feast on each other. Now there's going to be 2 of them hanging. Now that's what I was waiting for. There we go. This is a lot of, in like any game, but this one especially, you got to learn where these things are going to come out at. Like that. And I saw them up there and I totally forgot. Eventually you'll get through any of these stages, and they always got a little surprise like that stuff.
See, that's something I'm happy that how games evolved from memorization and patterns. I was never a fan of that.
Because you're not really, once you learn that, you beat whoever you are, you'll beat it, right? I love this right here. He gets scared. Yeah. He's like, uh-oh, I'm not going to go in there. My buddy's just got, and then he's like, oh, either that or this guy. And then he's dead. This one? Oh, no, he's supposed to be, there's a spot where you just sit and punch him or kick him. I guess I forgot where it was.
Well, this is not karateka, that's for sure.
No, I don't know where it is. There's a sweet spot. I completely forgot. It's been so long. I just totally got killed.
Scepter says he loves memorization and pattern recognition. Well, such as the that's why that's what's cool about retro games, is that you can kind of go back to that time period that you felt that video games kind of spoke to you more. Boy, that was a ridiculous way of saying that, but I think you know what I mean.
Are people unsubbing now because you said that?
I think they're unsubbing from my YouTube channel, which is perfectly okay.
Yeah, so I recently checked out your YouTube channel, which isn't that isn't a YouTube channel anymore. It just says archives now. So
it's an advertisement for Rumble.
Yeah, it's not even an archive. It's not. There's nothing there.
There's nothing there now. Well, no, I'm not going to ask it. I'll ask.
No, but it's awesome. So if you guys haven't been to see Panda's channel on Rumble, please go over there, because I know a lot of people do both. So
it's been great, Chuck. I actually am releasing some of the videos that I had on YouTube on Rumble. I'm already at triple the views of where I had on YouTube. More comments, more likes. Like, people are actually watching this stuff as opposed to falling into algorithmic hell on YouTube. So I'm having a ball on YouTube.
Sai says that looks
Rumble,
like him.
Sorry.
That looks like him after a bunch of White Claws. It must have been the boss. Well, I only had 1 heart left, so let's try. Look, you don't have any weapons. That's the thing.
Michael Hayes is, well, I don't want to advertise on your show, Chuck. I'll explain later.
I don't know how I can't remember that sweet spot to hit.
Michael Hayes, real fast. Ultra Beta Games is a live show that I do on my Rumble channel. It's a fun hangout spot where we play games and do trivia and all sorts of interactive stuff with the chat. It's just a fun hangout game night.
I didn't know Bumbles had videos. No, it's Rumble. Bumbles bounce, though.
Yes.
I can't believe I can't beat this boss, dude. I forgot. I just literally forgot.
I think you have to stop. I think you need to take a step back, literally, and instead of rushing him, I think you need to check out the pattern and then.
Yeah, let me see. But I used to be able to go up and punch him so many times, and he'd die before even spewing stuff. So that's what I guess I'm missing. What I did to pull that off. Okay. Ah, son of a... Now I'm in there. Awesome.
You're good. You were blinking, so everything's fine. Man, wouldn't that be awesome in real life if you were in a bar fight and you just every time you got hit, you blinked for a little bit and you're like, all right, cool, I got some invincibility. Cool, I got some more
But then when you get to you see your last power bar running down, you're like, well, this is it, folks. I'm gonna be dead. So
but like that's that rare circumstance where if someone just like slapped you, you're gonna start blinking. So even if someone shot you at that point, you're still invincible. Like that's a really good time to get shot.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, you are slightly invincible. You're like, go ahead, shoot me. I mean, with chocolate eclairs and love.
Exactly.
Is what I meant.
I meant we're talking about alcohol. Shots of alcohol.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that you can talk about, right?
Yep.
I thank you guys for sticking with me on this. I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna try what you said, Panda. We're gonna. Ah. Okay, now he's not gonna. So he like waits for you to walk up to him. That's the weird thing. So I can get one.
Yeah. Ah. It's probably like 1-2 get away, 1-2 get away. Yes, he didn't get away. You got greedy.
I did, but he shoots no matter where you're at. He shoots it all over, no matter where you're at.
Scepter Sever says we all have life bars, which kind of sounds like
I got it, guys. There was right there was the sweet spot. Oh, that's his little surprisey acid stomach. All those White Claws. Stage 2, an elevator. We all have life bars.
Which sounds really heady, but it also is just absolutely ridiculous.
Glad my monitor really shows these things up really easy. I'm blinking. I'm invincible. I'm invincible, guys.
Anytime I hear those kind of like sound effects, I'm wondering who in the staff did them. It's like the janitor or like the guy in accounting. It's somebody.
Listen to this nice techno. Dum, 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 dum. I think this one has like the lightning. Oh, he just stabbed me right in the face. Yeah, the lightning hits and then you see all like the ghosts in the back. Like it's pretty creepy.
By the way, did we ever find out what happened to Rab? Oh, there he is.
Is he here?
No, he's in the chat. And fellow
he was in chat last.
Okay.
Oh, well, that wasn't very nice. Who puts all these spikes in the floor? The best right here. You get him. Oh, you get him with a bone. Oh, you little.
What am I hearing? I'm hearing
what
something.
Going
Mike,
on?
Are you playing a video?
Yeah, I was checking something out real quick.
Oh, okay. I just wasn't sure. Like I was hearing voices.
Yeah, you're hearing voices. I'm multitasking. So and I bought a GameCube too, by the way, and I still have my GameCube. So I am not part of your failure.
You know,
you did.
I bought mine, I took it back like a week later.
You failure. The GameCube is such a good system, and
it really is. It is very underrated.
Everything about it was like perfect, and like that laser never dies. It's made well. Excuse me. I can't think of like aside from that, the PlayStation 1, Saturn. I'm trying to think of like top loaders. Saturn. What else? 3DO maybe? No, 3DO was a trash.
3DO, that lasts forever too, to be honest.
What?
The Panasonic.
You're saying top loaders?
Yeah, CD. Yeah.
So yeah, PlayStation 1, Saturn,
Dreamcast,
Dreamcast, Jaguar CD.
Well, the Jaguar, that thing breaks a lot, right?
No, the CD player was solid,
but
it was a top loader.
Yeah, so it seems the top loaders are the way to go.
Yeah, and then the second generation Sega CD was a top loader.
Right. Which one do you have, Mike? The original or the Sega CD? Which one do you have?
I don't anymore, because they were notorious for their lasers going bad.
Yep.
So I wasn't going to spend another $150 to buy one now. So I just emulate my Sega CDs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I own them, but I ripped them all down and emulate them.
Mm-hmm.
Now my Saturn still works. So my Saturn I still play on hardware. My Dreamcast I still play on hardware. And I had both model Sega CDs, by the way. I had the front loader, and then I had the top loader. So
I like tray discs. I can't stand top loaders.
I was okay with it. But everybody went to tray loading around the time of the PlayStation 2, OG Xbox.
Yeah.
Except for the GameCube. The GameCube was a top loader.
Yeah.
Of course. Like the Wii has a tray, the 360 has a tray. Well, the Wii doesn't have a tray. The Wii has a slide in. Has a slide in. The 360 had a tray. The PS3 had a slide in. And then the Xbox One on up and the PlayStation 3, 4, 5 are all slide. Everything now is slide in.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems that those trays, whatever it is, like those, everything goes wrong with those. I guess more moving parts.
All right, this is my last run at this. Then we'll chit chat and call it an evening. But wanted to at least try to play a little bit for these guys. I didn't think I would get as far as I did. It's just because it's been so long. This is the stuff where instead of picking up the weapon, you just need to kick these guys because it's only going to cost you a life. That I didn't like. And that again. Like these guys, like they want you to come get them with that bone because you got the bone, but it's best to just let them bounce into you and then they fly. Because they will stab you right in the face. You know what they do? Remove your eyeballs. That's what they do. Ah, shoot! I didn't think about that. I'm gonna call it on this. But that was fun, man. It was really fun. I enjoyed that, but yeah, I'm not gonna sit and play that. I'd rather talk a little bit more. So wait, I didn't ask. I want to get back to. This is how we bring the show full circle. It's a technique I do, full square or circle, triangle, either way you want to do. I wanted to hear about. Excuse me. The Virtual Boy comes out. You see the commercials. It was the new thing. I remember it. I just went, why is this red? And like everything just red. I didn't understand. Panda, what did you look at that and go, a human girl is calling. Can you tell the chat and us what you thought of the Virtual Boy and what drew you to it?
Can I take over your show for all? Sure, I'll be happy.
Yes.
Hello. So, and he's not even going to mute himself.
I'm live.
No, I want to hear this conversation with said human girl.
Okay, so we'll pretend to talk.
The 21st. Okay. Bye.
Ooh.
She wanted to know what day my Halloween party was.
Ooh.
So, pretty sweet.
Really awkward.
I always call it 20 after 11 to find that information out. So anyways, continue the Virtual Boy.
Well, I've always loved 3D. I like the idea of depth to anything. So, I'm the guy that likes seeing movies in 3D. I have 3D televisions. I like 3D. So, I didn't care if it was red. It was the best technology at the time that I could see. And when I looked into it, it does a really good job of selling depth. And I had never seen a game that had depth before. And so it was like kind of experiencing a new kind of, it felt like the next level to gaming, like an original, if you will, next level gaming.
Wow.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Did the red turn you off, or did you just say, hey, I guess that's what they have to do to make this? Or
I'm one of the lucky people that it never, I actually found the red kind of calming. I think people who've been watching me for a long time get the idea that I don't like light. I'm always in a darker environment.
Yeah.
And even my sets are low light with neons like that. I only have lights on now because I'm on the show.
Right.
So I like dim, dark, and the red was calming for me. I would have preferred it to be like a blue, but I know people get like migraines from it. So thankfully I never got that. So for me, it's like always just been an enjoyable experience. Mm-hmm. And I also love the controller. Like the controller is I thought ahead of its time personally. I don't know if you've ever used it, but
I thought it looked similar to like a PlayStation almost.
Well, you should just get your hands on it and see like what they did with it. Like they use it pretty inventively in their games. Like like Nintendo does. They kind of innovate and then they use those controllers in cool ways, like most of their consoles do, and it really worked for the Virtual Boy.
Sneeze says vampire detected.
Yeah.
Nero says Panda is a vampire, basically. Double that. Yep.
That is correct. The opposite of living forever, but aside from that, yes.
Super Mega Graphics 64 says, I thought the Virtual Boy was red because it was full of demons, and I was peeking into hell. Peeking into hell. Probably, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously that's why I liked it.
Fresh out of the Game Boy era, so many people were a lot more understanding of the limited color palette than you'd think. Yeah, I guess back in that day, when did that come out? Was that into the 16-bit era already?
It's like 93, I think.
Oh, so that was before PlayStation.
94?
But you still had a 3DO out at the time. It's kind of a, I don't know.
1995.
George Games in the house. Loved the Virtual Boy, by the way.
Yay!
Boys, but
dude, like not many people, and I'm a one game away from a full collection, which is the easiest thing.
He said 1995. Yes, that's Matthews and Michael Hayes both say 95. Yeah,
very correct.
You had to give up portability. Yeah, you had to literally like bolt it to your desk and peer into it and strap it on.
But dude, there's like some very good games on it, and the sound is good. I would give it a shot. I mean, I understand it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but it's a lot better than you think.
It does not have a top loader.
The Virtual Boy? Correct.
I am. Hold on. I think I have. I used to on one of mine. It might not be this one though.
The Virtual Boy stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't. It's not the same. Like
I do have it on here.
Like the depth really, really makes it like. And the boxing game, dude.
Yeah. What was your favorite games?
I would say Wario and the boxing, Tellero Boxer and Wario.
So you're boxing aliens?
Like, and and they punch the screen and it breaks the screen and everything. Dude, it's awesome.
Dude, hold on. We're going to just check this out really quick.
But just imagine in like full 3D. I'll be right back.
Oh, I'm imagining.
Here we got Wario. This is one of the best ones here.
Oh, the games have like a red case. That's neat.
Yeah, baseball. Tetris. And this is where you need like their controller, but
yeah. Round 1. Wish me luck, guys.
I already have a headache.
What if I just started? Is he flipping them off right there? Oh no! Oh my goodness!
See, the controller allows you to control each hand.
Oh, so I've only got one D-pad. It looks like only my left works.
So I imagine maybe your the buttons on the right side may control the right hand.
They sure don't.
Yeah, so then it's not going to work.
Yeah. I mean, this looks cool, but if this worked, yeah. What's he doing there? Is he ring kinging it?
Yeah, Cyrus had said, why didn't they bring these to 3DS? I don't know. I have been wondering that forever.
Yeah, that would have actually worked, right?
Completely worked.
Yeah. Actually, it would have.
I'm sure they could have like changed some of the color palette.
I haven't even been able to throw a punch yet. They're like, take a break, you and them.
Oh, it would always tell you to like take a break from looking inside it.
Did you ever take a break, or were you just invited? You were just I
wanted to stay in that world forever.
That doesn't bother me at all. Like if I had that, like I don't get bothered by anything light, anything.
Well, like I said, for me, I've known friends. I had a girlfriend that wanted to vomit using it, but some people can totally take it. I don't know. For me, it was always easy.
Said, look how cool. I think it's Metal Sonic you're fighting. Retrovisor says, yeah, it's just a different immersion experience. You lose the depth of feel. Emulation can't capture this or older arcade depth and feel.
Yeah, Chuck, the 3D like actually legit works. It's really good.
No, that's good to know, man. Like I went to a hit. I think I told you I was at a garage sale. I think it was last year, and I walked up and they had a Super Nintendo and they had a Virtual Boy, both in box with everything that came with it, like the Super Mario World, Super Nintendo controller. Like I said, what do you want for those? And because I was like, I'm gonna get the Virtual Boy because it's something I don't have or never had. And he went, hold on, let me check eBay. And I went, never mind. And he's like, no, I just, I know they're worth a lot. I'm like, well, yeah, I go, but I'm looking for a garage sale deal. I'm not looking for, I could go on eBay. He goes, yeah, but then you have to pay for shipping. And I go, but I'm not, I'm not looking to, I'm like, I'll give you $50. He's like, no, I can't do that. I was like, okay, well then, have a good day. Yeah. He's like, all right, man, because you don't do that. You don't do that on a freaking garage sale, dude. You don't then move that inside and don't tell me you even have it,
Right. Lie to me.
Yeah, exactly. Mario Clash was innovative.
Such a good game. God, you know what? After this, I'm going to play that. I was supposed to stream, but I think I feel sick, so I may just do that.
What's the Virtual Boy game you're missing, Panda?
Jack Brothers.
Someone said that earlier. So you think he knew Jack Brothers?
Yeah, that's like it's $1 bajillion now. But I even have like the Japanese collection too.
Well, with all the money you made for being on the show today, you could probably buy Jack Brothers now. I would probably have to live outside in a tent, but because of all the money I lost getting you to come on to the YouTube channel.
Dude, can I just before the 2020 cold, that's
the unspecified virus of unknown origin.
Oh my! You said the V word.
No, that's not it. Okay. It was unspecified of unknown origin. We'd have no idea.
But magically, I stopped collecting in 2019. That's like when the last of the money that I could spend for fun things kind of ended. And it ended right before that unspecified event, right? And that last 6 months, all the games I got there by luck are now $450 trillion. So right. I got most of like the horror games I needed, like Silent Hills, the Resident Evils on GameCubes. I got them all for like $7, $8. They're now in the hundreds.
Well, if you remember, I think everybody was just, I mean, especially if you're a game collector, sitting home during 2020 was what made me get a lot of these games.
Yeah, but by that time, those prices went up.
So the Intellivision stuff I was buying wasn't bad, but then later that year into 2021, it like doubled and then tripled. Yeah. And then I had purchased, I'm trying to remember, I think I got these docks. No, I'm sorry. I got these docks a long time ago. I'm trying to remember. What did I rebuy? I rebought a 3DO because this is a newer 3DO that I had, which the power button stuck in now. It turns on. I just got to plug it in, so that's unfortunate. But other than that, thing works perfect. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff I bought for Intellivision, but that like during that time, like it was like all I was doing was looking online for stuff. But I was to the point where I was like, I want to just order.
Looking online is cheating, by the way. That's the way I've always looked at it. It's absolute cheating.
What is that? What does it you mean by that?
It's like it's not fun. I don't know. Like this for me. I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong, dude. You should do whatever the hell you want. I'm saying for me, like that breaks the fun code of it. Like the whole idea is like having the fun of hunting for it and finding it out in the wild, as opposed to just sitting on a couch and just ordering everything. It just doesn't feel like you're. I don't know. It's just fun to schmooze and talk with and find new vintage and retro stores and get to know the people there, so they give you a deal and they keep something on the side for you. Like,
oh no, I actually do that. We found a great place out in. They have 2 locations here. They're called Retro Teiku Video Games. If you're ever in the Michigan area, if you're shopping online, they do that too. But they have when Scepter or pull the top on that thing. Did you mean this? Did you mean just pull the top on it? Here we go. Yeah, smooth.
Yeah, Mr. Matthews says it exactly. I'm sorry. Continue.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I went to like a couple places to where they were like, here, let's do. I said, if you ever get a hold of this, give me a ring or email me. They had a bunch of homebrew stuff. They had because they knew the homebrew scene of Intellivision and Atari. They also carried Evercade stuff, where I bought 2 Evercade cartridges for $19.99. I didn't pay any shipping or anything like that. So it was like so cool. Like the stuff, like when they know stuff like that, which is so niche and so weird that most people don't, they were really cool. So I do that. And to be honest, there's so many retro gaming stores that keep popping up and there's some that I frequent too. But when we couldn't leave the house, where are you going to browse? I browsed Mercari or in eBay and in Marketplace to see what's local, for the people that were willing to do a door pickup. I'll put it up my door and I'll cover it in Lysol. And,
the thing that shocked me that no one was doing, well, I mean, obviously some people were doing it. What shocked me was that I'm only about 5 or 6 games shy of an entire Wii U collection, and I did it all in 6 months.
That's sweet.
And I was shocked that no one was doing the same thing, because GameStop, all you needed to do at the time was have like one of their Power Pro memberships, whatever. Yeah, and every other day they'd have like buy, 2, get 3, whatever the hell it was, a lot of those. And I just went every single GameStop for every rare Wii U game. I knew to get those first. And then I would just, I would say like 40% of my entire collection were free just by getting those deals. Because I knew like GameStop was on its way out. Wii U, no one was collecting for it because it had just went away. I'm like, this is the time to collect for it right now. And I was surprised that I was the only guy doing it. So like my collection's almost complete. And that was like the easiest easiest full set you could ever get.
Yeah.
Aside from those 6 that I need.
Yeah, there's so many. I know, like, I really wish I would have got into like Wii and Wii U, which I kind of.
Well, Wii would bankrupt you. There's like 200,000 games to that.
Well, I got into Wii. I have a decent amount, but like I don't even know. Like, I even thought about selling my Wii collection because when am I ever going to play it? But I don't think it's going to be. I might wait a little longer.
How y'all sell stuff, man? That's like.
But I would sell it to get other parts of it. Like, I sold my Sega Master System to increase and all its games to increase my Sega Genesis spending and got a bunch of that stuff. And then same thing, like if I sold that, I'd probably get more in television stuff or more Nintendo stuff. Like I just think, my when I look at everything I have down here, my Wii collection is the one that I look at and go, do I care? Not really.
Mm-hmm.
If they're worth anything, which I don't have any heavy hitters, man. I got
360 is about to be the next big thing.
Yeah, it actually. Well, I don't know.
No, it will be. Trust it. It will be.
Yeah.
It just has to do with the time. You just look at the timeline. Like, that's how I knew Wii U would be the next big. Like, you're just looking at when are those people going to have steady income? When are those kids growing up to be adults that have a job and want to have that nostalgia? 360 is about to be it.
Yeah. I know Papa Pete's close to a full original Xbox collection. I think he's like
he's so close.
Away. Like 5 or 6 away, maybe less. And I'm like, wow. Like, could you imagine, like, and
360 will be it, trust me.
I love, if someone was asking about where's my,
now that Xbox is going all digital, essentially, there's going to be no backwards compatibility. I'm telling you, 360 are going to go up.
There's my Splatterhouse for 360, which is, to me, is one of the greatest games ever made. If you're a Splatterhouse fan, I guess if not, then you're not going to like this. Also, while playing this, and it's a great story, great graphics, great bloody, scary story, and you unlock all 3 games. All Splatterhouse 1, 2, and 3 is in this as well, and you can play those. And it's I love it. That was one I never sell, along with my Ghostbusters game, and I'm about to spill a bunch of my Xbox stuff here. Hold on, there it goes. On my Grand Theft Autos. I don't know, all my original Xbox stuff. I have like nothing. I have Atari, Intellivision, Tato, Mortal Kombat, and Midway Treasures. And then I got NHL 2004, which is my favorite hockey game of all time. So yeah, that's
about 360 stuff.
Original. That's original Xbox. 360 I have the weirdest stuff, and not by choice. It just ended up with stuff that I had left. The 2 I would never sell was my Ghostbusters, the video game, my Splatterhouse. I ended up with the original Rock Band, Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto 4, and then the 3 Burger King things. Sneak King, Pocket Bike Racer, and Big Bumpin'.
360, I think I have like about 600 or 700 of those. I think something like that.
Wow. I have Connect Adventures too, because I got that with Connect.
I love those guys.
360 was one of the best consoles ever, in my opinion.
It was. Connect for me was.
Lenny says,
but those prices are going way up
for Wii U as well.
Yes, because you have to remember that a lot of those games you're not going to be able to get anywhere if they don't go to Switch. They ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
So like even dumb games like Sonic Boom, for instance, like that is a series that literally is over. No one's going to want that. So now it is stuck on the Wii U. You'd be surprised. My whole Wii U collection cost me no more than, I don't know, like $120. Like when it's all said and done, the entire library, minus those 6, was like next to nothing when I did it.
Yeah, a lot of people have, because the BK games were both 360 and Xbox. They were compatible.
Oh, there wasn't 600 good 360 games. No, there's like 50 or 60 for me. Great 360 games. The rest of them I just collect. So I have like 4,200 games or something like that.
I play it smart. Number. Hey, I'll tell you what. I play it smart when I go. My whole life when I was going to retro stores or game stores, I was like, I am only going to collect the sports games because that's
You did it. You did it.
They'll never be in a bin 5 for $1. It's so crazy how
I've had them just offered to me for free. Just please take them.
You're like, no, I'm good. I don't really.
Yeah, that's all right.
But they are pretty useless. Like, I know if you want a full
they're
collection,
coasters.
That 100%. No one's going to play. Now, once again, I will fire up NHL 2004.
Best sports game of all time, in my opinion. Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball on Super Nintendo, and then any of the NBA jams for me.
They'll all be very collectible.
I don't know. There are
that's a thing, you know.
Ken Griffey was a good game. There are better baseball games.
No,
but
maybe I would say maybe Tommy Lasorda was a good runner-up on Genesis.
That was
because I like arcade baseball. I don't want to play like a baseball simulator or anything.
RBI was good.
I thought I had Ken Griffey. I have Sports Talk.
Oh, Sports Talk was good. The original, do you have the first one?
For Genesis. One? It's because it's a black box game. That's probably why I got it. Yeah. But yeah, that's okay. So before we leave, I want to. So we talked about everything. Mike, what is in your collection? Panda. It was Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Well, for me, it's like I've got like Vectrex. I always liked quirky things, Power Gloves, things like that.
Yeah. I'm sorry you like the Power Glove, but
well, I don't like it. It's just quirky as all hell.
There's some like here and there.
There's a few people saying that like collecting a set is ridiculous. I certainly would not disagree with them. I just have literally no hobbies. What I love doing in life is my job. So like, I'm doing what I love to do. So there's literally nothing else for me. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll just buy games. Like, I just collect them for fun.
Like I would say, there's going to be a point where I'm going to sell all this because I don't have no one in my family gives two craps about anything behind me, which is sad. If my dad was alive, he'd be 90, so he probably wouldn't care at that point either. But my dad passed a long time ago. He was the one that would have loved all this.
You got to start a family, Chuck.
I'm going to try. Well, if I get off stream, I got to call that girl back.
There you go.
Yeah. You were going to ask me a quick question.
Yeah. So before I go, it's like we talked about everybody's. Jeff said his big thing was Saturn Bomberman. That was his favorite prized possession in gaming. I guess Virtual Boy would be your prized possession pretty much in your gaming. Like, it doesn't have to be money wise or popularity. It's just what you own, what's your grail, the thing that you're so proud and love to own, that you have.
Yeah, like you like it. It's not like your Spider-Man game. Like you actually like it.
Yeah, and I actually wasn't thinking of Web of Fire. Like I yes, that is the
Web of Fire. You think?
Yeah, no. It's a horrible game. It's a trash dumpster fire game. It is my prized possession from a money standpoint, but that's not what you're asking.
Yeah, I'm talking about something you just love that you own.
Damn.
Yeah, Redford did Carl Young. I wish that. I'm hoping I find that one time. Oh, he just loved games, but they're just garbage. $50 takes the box, That's what I want.
That's not going to happen because I'm not an idiot.
Well, no, but I mean, there's going to be some older.
No, somebody's going to do it. Somebody's going to do it right. Somebody's going to.
If I pass, they're just going to go throw these in the box, give them to the game store.
Someone's going to have that Saturn copy of Power Slave, and they're not going to have looked on eBay, and they're going to have a tag on it that says $25, and I'm going to be at it.
Yeah, go Goodwill, exactly.
Oh, no. Believe it or not, you guys probably have. Goodwill doesn't play that game anymore. They look that stuff up before they put it on the shelf. They absolutely will now look that stuff up to see what it's worth.
That's messed up. They should do that.
Well, when you start getting younger people that work there, they're
like, we'll buy it right away. Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe I should work for Goodwill. That's the plan. I'll be a millionaire. All of those guys are millionaires.
I mean, I've got a couple nice Steelbook, but they're not Holy Grail games.
Well, Mike, what was one of your first video games you ever played that you owned?
Oh God, Astro Smash on the original Intellivision.
All right, so like, wouldn't that maybe be it, right? Like your
no, because
nope, okay,
no, it's because it's not a Holy Grail.
Absolutely not, Panda.
When I think of a Holy Grail game, I think of a game that yes, I like,
or just something in gaming. It doesn't have to.
Well, no, like the Virtual Boy is not a Holy Grail.
Okay,
it's just something that means. Chuck, correct? Like it's just something in your collection that means a lot to, or you like the most, correct? Or are you looking for the most valuable? If it's the most valuable, well, I have
maybe the most emotional that you had.
Oh, emotional. Well, so
or do you just have a love for it? Like you're
Virtual
proud.
Virtual Fighter 2 on the Saturn is one. I mean that is
like I have Little Samson, if that means anything.
You know,
see, that's
my
pretty
entire.
Awesome.
I've got every piece of the Halo collection. I mean, I've got collections that are very sentimental to me. My Halo collection, I've got the entire Project Gotham Racing collection. I've got the entire Physical Forza Motorsport collection. You know, like it or not, I just have to be truthful. Chuck, what we're testing right now has some emotional.
100%. That would be without.
It's not a Holy Grail for me because again, but if I'm talking about like my most valuable Holy Grail, that's my Xbox 360 dev unit.
Yeah.
But from an emotional standpoint of what we're what it means to have that Amico, and the journey we've taken to get to this point, and the people we've met along the way, and that one is it for me. Because remember, without that, I wouldn't have met either of you. I wouldn't have met Rab. I wouldn't have met Pete. I wouldn't have met Papa Pete, Jeff. This entire cadre of incredible friends that I have. Most of the people that are in your chat right now that come to my chat that built a community. I mean, that puts more of an emotional attachment to that thing I got over there than anything on the Xbox, anything on the PlayStation. That's just the truth.
Yeah, I absolutely. That was what I was going to say. Was I think it's basically everyone that I talk to is kind of my holy grail of in gaming. It's just like every one of you guys, everyone. Yeah, like you said it. You knocked it out of the park right there. I agree.
Mine's still the Virtual Boy.
That's okay.
As it should be.
I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding.
I mean,
without the Virtual Boy, you would still know.
But if I was just like this bottle of Jack and I just chugged it and fell over and died. But I really do. I think it's it is. It's just everything. This whole YouTube is like my.
Thank you, Matthews hit it on the button. And it's.
I mean, he's pulling your leg there, but yeah.
No, Scepter.
It'll be a good story show.
Yeah, Scepter, Web of Fire holds a special. No, it actually doesn't, but it does hold a special place in my wallet.
Who was the guy? Who was the guy that was on the Retro Roots with you guys, and it was the funniest thing ever?
The one where I actually tweeted out that there is a poll that Nick had to put out that says something about if you own your soul.
Because I think
you're talking about Oak City.
I think Poop Scoopins, the mouse, came in there and asked, do you guys even have a soul? And then that became a topic, and then all of a sudden it was a poll. Who do you think has a soul? And it was like, what? And that was one of the best Retro Roots I've ever seen in my life.
And the best part, Chuck, is what you didn't get to see is that as soon as that thing ended, dude, I bounced. I immediately cut out, and Mike and Nick had to stay.
You left me.
You
abandoned me.
Oh, just with no regard.
Have a great time, everyone.
Oak City Gamer was his name. You abandoned me. Yep. I will never forgive you for that. You abandoned me.
What is it? What was his name? OC?
Oak City Gaming.
To be fair, I thought y'all were doing the same thing. I didn't think you were going to actually stick around.
I tried.
How you doing, Vinny?
He's a bit wild.
Vinny. What's up, Vinny?
That was the most uncomfortable / greatest evening. I
was just like, oh my God, this is the time for all my characters to come in here.
Yeah. And I just think of Nick, poor Nick, that's a guy that you want Chuck in the pilot seat, not poor Nick. Not like good old technical Nick. Poor guy didn't know what the hell was going on.
I would have came back in every character and said, hey, buddy, let's do a shot.
Dude. Oh my God. Richard Crocker.
I would have been, hey, how's it going?
Would have
you guys like to do a shot with the wizard?
Would have been.
Oh, speaking of that, I am uploading the 1000th video. I said it correctly, without going friends. After this podcast ends, or this video, I keep calling these podcasts. To me, a podcast is like a whole desk scene, and we're having
podcast-esque.
It is esque. You're right. It's live.
Oh, Matthews, you need to watch that. Sorry, Chuck.
Oh, dude. Oh my God, you need to watch
Chuck,
that.
Matthews, and just like the first maybe 20 minutes, it seems normal, and you might be slightly bored. But dude, does it amp up?
He says, no, you don't. It was so if you think it's gonna be just a normal gaming talk, next thing you know,
wow, does it just go completely?
You want to see me down this? Whoa!
Yeah,
crazy. I think, at an entertainment standpoint, that was the pinnacle of the year. I was probably one of the best retro roots I would say the best retro roots.
Yes.
Of the year.
Yes.
I would say for sure. Something I'd like to know: will Nick have him back on?
Yes.
I can't.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would.
Yes.
Oh man.
However, I said that
you won't be able to make it
under the condition that dude is sober next time.
Mr. Matthews sincerely. I did send Nick a link, but it was literally, I know that everybody was doing stuff, and I told you guys all very, very last minute.
Oh, I knew. It's Wednesday. It's not.
Well, you guys, because it's Wednesday, but everyone else. I said I was surprised that Jeff and Pete came in.
That was nice.
I sent one to Nick as well, just in case he could make it. But I didn't. Last minute kind of changed because I felt like, I had the evening open, but I know our Amico home stuff. We're gonna do some more stuff, but we don't want to. We're gonna do all that next week. So do this. And the cool thing is, I had the little spinny special thing. It took 15 minutes of being late. But I got the CBS or whatever special presentation spinning thing.
I think that's the HBO. I think that's HBO.
No, that was network TV from the 70s.
Was it?
Yeah. I played it at the beginning. It's the and it says it's CBS. I was gonna really get in there and edit it more, but we were literally almost 15 minutes late.
Yeah.
I was gonna put the DJC logo, so instead of CBS, it said a DJC special presentation. But people would have just started dropping off and not watching at that point. So yeah, it's definitely CBS.
Okay, I thought it was because I know that HBO had similar stuff.
Well, yeah, they had. It would fly through. I remember the one where they did it real cheap. fly through the little train set village, and they had like a tinfoil HBO. They were blowing kazoos, and they had the spark guns. There was like, boo, they were spinning the logo. I thought that's when HBO was pretty cool. But yeah, anyways, I do. He said I sure did. I was watching his face really closely. I do really appreciate you guys. I am going to end it. I do want to ask though, because you really want to check out this guy only on Rumble. So you guys are obviously, if you're watching this and watching a replay, we had a lot of people in here today. So please, if you want to see this guy's content ever again, you say, where can I go see this wonderful, wonderful content and these wonderful, wonderful puppets? You're going to want to go to Panda Sub 2000 only on Rumble.
Yep, rumble.com/Panda Sub 2000. I'd love to have you there. We're doing tons of live shows, interactive shows right now as I build up the community. And then I'm going to be releasing all the story content, all the old shows that we're doing, all the whole crew from the Panda Sub is going to be on it. But right now it's a lot of live shows as we build up the community. So I'd love to have you on there. And we're doing Master Debaters on there, Ultra Bad at Games, Midnight Adventure Club, Chaos and Fury. There's so many shows. I'd love to see you there.
After Burnett said, what's that behind you, Chuck? Is it a copy of Night Trap? No, this is Twisted the Game Show, which is one of my grails for the 3DO. I don't really know anybody that has Night Trap, though. Maybe I'll run into someone someday.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe next time. I may know somebody. Yes, after I'm not going to stream tonight. I'm not feeling that great anyway.
I wouldn't feel that great after being on my show either. My favorite subjects, math and debating. And then we have Mike Mullis, another guy. Almost.
He's basically on Rumble.
Yeah. Basically, we have one thing left, and that's the NLG show that we still dual stream, and that dual stream will end January 1st. And on starting January 1st, every single solitary thing we do will be on Rumble. So last night was our 101st.
Everybody's just leaving.
Last night was our 101st.
Congrats.
Stream there. I've been streaming the hell out of stuff lately.
Wait, you've had 101 streams on Rumble already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Uncle Pudge put that in my comment section yesterday. He said, because I was doing on Monday, I did the making of Karateka, and he said, this is your 100th stream, right? I'm like, are you serious? So yeah, that's the NLG show is our 101st, and after January 1st, we're not going to pull everything off YouTube.
It'll be like an archive site.
It'll be an archive because there are some great older NLG shows. We had some great interviews with guys like Greg Thomas, Ed Annunziata, Chris Charla, some indie developers that I don't want to get rid of, and I don't want to bring over and have at the top of the stack. So we're just going to leave it dormant. And but you're right. Basically, that's the only thing that's being there. And honestly, I was looking last night, 40 people are watching us on Rumble, 6 are watching us on YouTube. It's not even like, I don't even look at the stats anymore.
It's nuts, man. It's like I can get after the when I say show end, the total people, you're getting like a couple hundred,
Dude, I got last night's show.
Yeah, his numbers are nuts.
614.
Wow.
I wouldn't get that.
I was pushing got those 400, but I was.
I only got those when on YouTube. I only got those when I talked about the Amico, and that was and half of that was hate viewing. I'm getting regular viewers
and building a community
and legitimately getting people who want to watch the content.
Yeah, let's be clear about that. Sorry to talk over your mic, but just some people are asking about it. So one of the great things, especially your crowd here, Chuck, I think they may like Rumble because what Rumble, at least, Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you're going to agree. What we've found, and I don't mean to speak for Mike here, but what we've found on Rumble is that the community there is actually people who actually like gaming, who actually like the subject matter, who are not adults into drama and all the BS around it. They actually just want to have fun, which is what we've always wanted to do from day one. So the community there is there isn't, people causing trouble and stuff like that. At least right now, it's been wonderful. A great community. Everyone interacts. The chat is always booming. Constantly new people. Good comment. Like, I don't know. All the old stuff I had on YouTube, I'm getting 3 or 4 times the views with new subscribers, with comments, with new likes, and this growing community. Rumble you can get on most phones, on most smart TVs, on most streaming devices.
Yeah, it's on all my
picture quality is better. You name it.
Yeah, I know. I too am on Rumble. So if you guys go over there, I'm multi-streaming, or multi-platform. But I have, I just started doing a lot of Intellivision stuff over in Rumble. I'm pretty much the only person doing that over there. So it's kind of coming in there, doing a lot of streaming on Intellivision homebrews. Just stuff, TurboGrafx, a little bit of that. I am going to start doing some Sega stuff because it'd be kind of cool to do some of these Splatterhouse games. I've only got like 55 followers or something, so please follow me if you're.
Yeah, but dude, you're gaining them every day.
Gaining them, yeah.
Yeah, so it's
seriously.
It's been nice. Like everybody engages everybody. Yeah, and I mean, regardless of whatever politics streams around there, which there is a lot of, it really is engaging because it's people that want to just come over and really are interested in the games. They're not trolling. So I'm not getting troll videos. I'm getting views. I'm getting actual real views of people that are engaging and talking. Yep. And it was crazy because I go to, if I do a lunchtime stream, which I love doing here because of the people that engage, but it's usually like 20 to 50 views, like in the middle. Like if I do like a random one. If I were to do that in Rumble, it would be like 100 some views, and then later on in replay, it would make up around 200. So
a lot of people watch during the day,
not videos, streaming. Yeah,
yeah, and that's the thing about it is it's a great place to stream stuff. Like I'm, since you guys have been doing the Amico home stuff, the kids and I are going to do an Amico stream over there at some point. I got to get through the high holidays. I got to get a Saturday or a Sunday when I'm actually not engaged at the temple. Yeah. And then we're going to do that. And I've got people who are like, I don't know what this thing is, but I want to see it. And that's great. And so I'm,
and it's just nice to focus on just trying to make entertaining stuff instead of having to deal with the nauseating environment, at least in my experience of YouTube.
Yes.
I only have a very bad taste in my mouth of YouTube. A very bad taste.
You guys both know why I'm leaving the platform. Like it's not a secret why I'm leaving the platform. And another piece of it is the algorithm is a small part of it. Just getting buried. And
I was basically blacklisted.
I've seen both of you guys on the front page of Rumble, which was crazy. Like, yeah, I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I've seen both of you guys on the front page. When you click on, it has like home, and then there's all the
Mike, you know this, yeah.
And then in gaming, I saw.
In gaming, yes. Yeah. In gaming.
You go into the home screen. Your top stuff is all like the political podcasts, and then you got like something else podcasts, and then it has gaming. And one time Panda was streaming it. He was like third on there on the on the front thing. And one time NLG was like right on the top, right on the front.
Yeah. And
so it's like that was so cool. They will showcase you to get people to come and watch you.
Yeah.
And another thing, I don't know why this turned into this whole Rumble, but
because we're all leaving for the platform.
But also, well, yeah, but
except
for
you, I mean, you're still here, but
I'm still here. But they monetize you instantly. You're instantly monetized.
Yes.
Dude, so, without even having never won, I never even put in a card, like a bank account. I already have made a lot of money on Rumble.
Right.
Like I actually have people, and I didn't ask for this. Like I specifically told people not to subscribe to the channel because the subscription's the same as Twitch. It's $5 a month, and that's why I set up the locals. I have 4 subs, and one of them is the growth guy from Rumble, Rick Rosalia.
Yeah.
And he talked to me about it, and he's like, "Why don't you have more subs? Your content is incredible." I said, "Because I don't want people to sub to the channel." He goes, "Why?" I said, "Because I don't stream 5 times a week, 8 hours a day. I'm not a professional streamer. I don't feel comfortable asking people for that." And by the time he got done talking to me, he's like, "You need to ask people." He said, "You have," and he said, "How often do you stream?" And I realized I'm doing every other Monday, the podcast on Tuesday. I'll be streaming tomorrow night. Peter and I are doing our multiplayer stream Friday night. I'll probably do something Saturday night because Sunday night I'm going to be in Temple, and Monday I'm going to be completely dark Sunday night to Monday night. So I'm like, well, 4 times a week, sometimes 5. He said, "So what happens to the money that comes in?" He said, "It all goes back to the channel. We buy games to stream. We make improvements to the channel. I've spent it on graphics. I've spent it on setup for the streaming stuff." He goes,
said, that was just for Rab.
Yeah, that's fine. He said, "Stop being afraid to ask." And now I got 4 subs, and I'm like, shit, people actually.
And a sub 2,000 after Burnett. That's the answer.
Yes.
Dang it. Taking all the referral money. Taking all that referral money.
Oh,
you pay the sub 2,000 only on Rumble.
But it's awesome. And YouTube does not protect us.
Yeah.
Chuck doesn't protect you, doesn't protect me, didn't protect my family, didn't protect my kids.
Beat up multiple times.
Doesn't protect
Mike, but like one of my videos before I closed it all down on YouTube with 516 subs got 12 views. On Rumble, it got over 500, gave me 15 new followers and like 30 likes. So like I don't remember the exact number, but it was a lot. It just shows you, like, in YouTube, some of us arguably were blacklisted or in an algorithm we never wanted to be on. And if you didn't feed that algorithm, dude, you were just forgotten. And the amount of work I would put into my stuff, I don't think anyone's ever going to argue that I put a lot of work in my stuff.
Oh my God, you do.
That to just see it just be discarded, I have no good memories of YouTube, and I'm happy I'm out.
Well, thanks for celebrating my 1,000th video on YouTube.
No, but Chuck, you've been doing
this
great.
Platform and everything they've done for me.
Yeah, no, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
Yeah.
But let's bring it back to the positive.
Yeah.
But on the positive, for some people, it's done wonders. Chuck, we've met you, an amazing friend. I consider you an incredible friend. You've met an amazing community. I would say most of your community has become some of mine, and so your friends kind of became some of mine. So I can't thank you enough for that, and thank everyone else out there for that. So YouTube was a good experience as far as that's concerned. The community building. I'm just talking more of the other external stuff.
Yep.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah.
We appreciate everyone. That's why I kind of did this, just kind of hang out with everyone that's just been watching, all these channels, all of us that have been on here. But, I really appreciate, you guys putting up with my weirdness and my silliness and the jokes that don't really go over well, and my weird costumes and the videos. And I appreciate it. So this is for that.
You are without a doubt one of the good guys in this entire community. It has always bugged me. I have grown thick skin over the last year. I laugh at a lot of the stuff that I see now. People that go, "What do you mean you're harassed on YouTube?" I'm like, dude, put my name in YouTube search. And then they come back and you go, "Holy sh!" And I'm like, yeah.
Dude, hold up. Mike, I mean, I think you know my whole background story. If there's one thing, if you know about my story, about how I gave up everything for principles, I mean, literally everything. I gave up everything for principles. To be called someone that does things for money is the most character assassinatingly wrong, idiotic statement of all time. Goodbye. I'm out. What a bunch of miserable people. Goodbye.
It looks like After Burnett's going over to put you in as referral on YouTube. Or on, I'm sorry, Rumble.
Nice. Thank you. But I appreciate that. But I think you can put more than one. I think you can put more than one.
Well, there you go. DJC Game Studios and the original Next Level Gaming. While you guys are following everybody else, follow mine.
I tried to have Chuck as a referral. It just didn't work.
Dude, every time you go in that high register, it sounds like the dinosaur from Toy Story. Every single time.
I forgot who that is. That's
Oh no, it's the guy, the bald dude from Princess Bride. I can't remember his name.
But dude, I'm telling you, when you hear Mike go in that little
Young Sheldon too.
Yeah, Inconceivable.
Young Sheldon.
Inconceivable, yeah.
Yes,
that's him. That's 100%. Because I watch Young Sheldon too, and he's on there. He's fantastic.
Yeah, he's on there. He's a professor. He's
After Burnett. If you start your own channel, let us know. We'll follow you on.
Yes, we'll definitely follow you. Hold on,
absolutely, I will too.
Wallace Shawn, you're right. You're right. Inconceivable. He was also in the new the newest King's Quest game. Along with Christopher Lloyd.
Big Black says, to Matthews, college buddy said a kid from hometown gets sick. Blah, blah, blah. Oh wow! Oh, he's doing poop. He's doing poop stories. Well, that's
you're a little late, Big Black.
Off the rails. So we will come back. I think you know, it'd be awesome. It'd be awesome, Panda. And obviously only on Rumble. Why don't we do a special Crazy Fun Time Poop Stories Only show?
Sure.
He's
like on Rumble. I'm there, man. Absolutely.
Yeah. We can do that. We'll invite everyone we know that's gonna be super shy to tell their poop stories. Mostly women. Because you know women, they love telling about.
I think we get all of our girlfriends, force them to be on camera and watch us do this entire show.
And back.
I already followed all three of you. I don't think I can follow you again.
Well, thanks,
John Alvarado, what is happening, man? Congrats on 1K. Thank you. 1,000 videos. Well, the 1,000th one. I have a weird. Anyways, that one will be being uploaded right after tonight's stream. So most of you will probably catch it in the morning, I'm guessing, because at least on the East Coast, it's 12 a.m. right now. But thank you, Intellivision Gamer. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
I've got a suppository to story. Does that count?
Yeah, dude.
Will you join us for that show? That's the reason we're going to do that show.
That may be
late night poop stories with DJC and Panda.
That's exactly what it's going to be. I cannot wait to make the thumbnail for that. By the way, it'll be a lot of poop, a lot of poo poo. It'll be us in like a septic tank up to here, going what?
Hopefully, it's right before Rumble said, "Hey, we want to do some exclusive deal." Oh.
Over on the West Coast, it's only 9 p.m. They're like, "Hey, what are you talking? My night's just getting started." I'm like, "I'm ready to make a snack and go to sleep," which is what you should do when you're trying to lose weight. You should have a big meal and go right to sleep, so your body has time to digest it through the night. But I do really appreciate everyone. Thanks so much. We went 2.5 hours. What a fun show.
Thanks for having me.
We will be back next week with Amico Forever in this time slot as it normally is. And we will be doing some more Amico home talk and some show-offs. I'm going to try to get something running here. I don't say I'm going to try. I'm going to. So I can kind of show off some stuff. And then I know Rich is working on some stuff too. So we will see you next week for Amico Forever. Thank you so much to everyone that stopped in, all the regulars, Big Block and Camaro and Michael and Retro Dude and John Alvarado and just everyone here that's always comes in after Burnett. Let me go through Back from the Dead, Scepter Sever, Mr. Matthews. I said Retro Dude, Carl Young.
And a lot of them have channels too.
Yeah, and I'm going to go through here just a little bit. I'm not going to go all the way up, but Vinny's here. We had the Intellivision Gamer and Rab. Let me go up here a little bit. I know we had Some more. It only lets me go up. It was Lenny was here. I was a new person. George Games, Super Mega Graphics 64, Michael Hayes, Sneed Star Paddler, Flyleaf, I believe, was here earlier. I mean, I'm gonna miss so many people.
Luke's Awakening.
Luke
was here.
Really good
Who
one.
has a Rumble channel now, sort of.
Sneed, I was really good seeing Sneed. I hadn't seen him in a bit. Mega Dan, oh my God, Mega Dan. Such a good dude, man. But I thank you all. Just everyone that was here.
You said Intellivision Gamer, right?
Yeah. Okay. But there's so many more too I missed. But like I want to just thank you so much for stopping in and even saying hello. We will be back for Amico Forever at its normal time next week. I'm gonna try not to sneeze before I sign off. And I appreciate Mike, did you have stuff coming up on Rumble you were saying soon?
Tomorrow night. Probably gonna go back to Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I am being told from where I was the last stream that I am like 80% done. So I might be able to roll that last 20% tomorrow. Friday night is Friday night with Peter and Mike. We, I think, with Back from the Dead are gonna try out Party Animals, which just came out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
And then I might do Saturday night Starfield. So
awful.
And then we'll be on Retro Roots on Monday.
Oh, cool. I hope what is his name? Oak City Gaming's coming on. Dang it. Come on. Just maybe I'll have to reach out to him and say, hey.
Yeah, you definitely need to reach out to him.
I heard that they really wanted you to get a hold of Retro Roots and be on there again. Panda, wouldn't
Mike specifically said.
Yeah, Mike really wants you on there. He said, "If come on over to Rumble." Panda, when is your next stream on Rumble?
So this week's a little hard to say. I'm still building the schedule up, but I'm going to be doing one or two by the end of the week, and then soon, in about another few more weeks, I'll have a very steady schedule and a variety of great shows coming up. And just real quick, just a reminder, you're not going to be seeing me on YouTube to pretty much any capacity. I didn't abandon anyone. If you like the content, you want to see me, I'm doing plenty of it over on Rumble. So I hope to see you there. That's all. Thank you very much, Chuck.
Would you be interested in doing a 3DO Thursdays tomorrow with Geekstorian if we can get you and him both on there while I play the worst game ever called Soccer Kid?
We'll talk. I think I can. I
like I said, if
I'm
not,
interested. Yes, I'm interested. I just have to see if I can.
All right. I'll give you a note. I'll email you a note with yes, no, and maybe. You just check it.
Sounds good.
Right. Yeah. I'll likely be on after you.
Oh, tonight.
No, tomorrow night. So you guys do your 3DO Thursday, and then I'll.
You're usually at like 10:30ish, Mike, correct?
Yeah, 10:15.
Yeah. We usually run about 8:30 to 10 or something like that.
Yeah. So by the time you get done, so that way
if we do it,
yeah. Well, do it.
Yeah. Well, I want it. Well, for this one, I want Panda and Nick to be on there because it's such a bad game. I'd rather have two people talking while this terrible, awful game is being played. Just to have like a person there to torture, having to sit through that, it would just be terrible. But yeah, so I really appreciate everyone. I'm really just rambling on, but okay, now we're past 2.5 hours, so we'll let you go.
That's what you were waiting for.
Hey, sub there and stay tuned for the video number 1000 on this channel being uploaded. Because of YouTube, it'll probably take an hour, but it will be uploaded sometime in the next hour.
Congratulations again, Chuck, and thank you so much, chat. You've been wonderful. So thank you again.
And we'll see you'll see me on both platforms. Look for these two over on the Rumbles. Take care. Bye-bye.
Play on, gamers.